Hello everyone, and welcome to A Fell Tide Rising. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Sean and I will be your Dungeon Master tonight. We are thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG. A Fell Tide Rising is a bit of a return to basics compared with some of the plane-hopping, spaceship commandeering adventures we've been running lately. Everyone is level 5 and converging on the small Moonshade town of Kithis, where some strange goings-on could be just the start of something bigger simmering underneath the surface. But to find out just what could be going on, you'll have to keep watching. For those who are new to Dungeons & Dragons, everyone here plays a fantasy character in a fantasy universe. The 5 players each have their own unique character, with sheets that tell them who they are, what they can do, the many and myriad ways in which they can derail my plans, and what dice to roll to do it. They will mostly be rolling this, a 20-sided die, to see if they succeed in what they are trying to do, with 20 being heroically good and 1 being hilariously bad. And whilst they played their characters, everything else in said fantasy universe is played by me. People, monsters, weather patterns, the sky is the limit. Between me describing the world and story, the players describing what they want to do to affect it, and some dice rolls to keep things unpredictable for all of us, we will tell our story. Now, let's meet the players, followed by our sponsor room.
Hello, I'm Liz. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing Stagnacious, who uses he, him pronouns. Stagnacious Corel, his full title, he is a Sapphire Dragonborn, a sailing merchant. He travels around the Moonshade Isles. He's a wizard of the transmutation variety, so you're probably going to see some copper turning to gold. He's known very well with nobles, but also known very well amongst the pirating community. So you are probably going to see that as well.
Hi, my name is Lorana, and I'm a priest or priestess of the... Hey! Don't do that, don't. You're gonna lose your other eye. Sorry about that. Taking care of pirates is a full-time job. Well, that's all about for me from now. Bye. Well, that was Lorana. They use they, them pronouns, and I'm Ali. I use he, him pronouns, and I hope you enjoyed this adventure.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. I go by she, her pronouns, and I am playing Ashira Cassidy, who also goes by she, her pronouns. Ashira is a gunslinging, total swagger and pirate that has an interesting history with an old crew and is very relieved to find herself with a new crew. And I am very excited to share her with you.
Hello, my name is Ed. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing the character Lean Christ, who uses they, them pronouns and is a Harangun assassin of the old school who works as a cleaner for the Draconic Mafia in school. The job became a passion, which became an obsession, which became a problem. So they have had to move out to the Moonshades to escape the demons that have come behind them. How they will deal with them, particularly if they turn up, well, let's see.
Have we met? I sell sword. If you need something fighting or someone protecting, I'm your guy. And I'm Lola, and that's my character. Pronouns are he, him, and my pronouns are they, them. Enjoy.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. Hero Forge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, Check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. Playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
We are also supported by Warriors of Waterdeep. Take your team of warriors on a quest spanning the Forgotten Realms, all on your mobile. Power up your teams with items, work with your guild to defeat hordes of enemies, and test your mettle in the arena. And to make all of that work, you need gems. As we frequently say, the hunt for gems is real. Pop !wow gems into chat for a link to collect free gems and get yourself that nice sword you've been looking at, or revive your heroes against a deadly foe. Download link !Warriors of Waterdeep in chat.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons' Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital D&D. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying? You're a DM, you've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets with ! characters in Twitch chat below.
Check out our wonderful supporters, Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
This stream will run for 3 hours, and there will be a roughly 5 to 10 minute break somewhere near the middle. We run shows on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Greenwich Meridian / British Summertime, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. in mainland Europe, and 2 a.m. Tuesday morning in Japan and parts of Australia. On Mondays and Tuesdays, we run TTRPG streams for 3 hours. And on Fridays, we run our talk show, Talk Together, for 1 hour. Our TTRPG streams can be one-shots, 4, 6, 8, or 12 weeks long. You can always find our latest schedule at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg/schedule.
We are Roll Together RPG on all socials, so find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Links in chat.
Thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can find a link in chat. Help us make our shows from just £1, $1, or £1 gold piece, and unlock more tiers by joining. Our D20 Club are fab. They've created a fan Discord for us. They've also made a wiki page for Roll Together. You can find that at rolltogether.fandom.com.
Welcome to our podcast listeners. If you also would like to listen to us via podcast, you can search for Altogether RPG on your favourite podcast provider. If we're not there, let us know and we will add ourselves to that list.
Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen, and have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, we are open to being corrected, so please do just let us know if you think one has been missed. Check out Safety in chat for content warnings, and some of the safety tools that we use throughout the TTRPG Safety Toolkit. And now, let's run the intro. Hello and welcome everyone to the final episode of A Felltide Rising. So last week we started off in the town square where we had recently heard the latest news of some nefarious goings on, a group of ne'er-do-wells dragging what looked like a bedraggled man into the ocean and did not return with him. We don't know who that could be, but we did some investigating around, mostly involving Stagnacious, using disguise self to appear incredibly injured and trying to coerce the Owlin practitioners who not quite the medical sciences that maybe you were hoping for.
They were lovely, Sean. They were really nice.
Yes, they've got 2 hoots for backs and toots.
If you will, yes.
They didn't really know what to do, but I think you got a bit of information from them. From there, you went on to the Temple of Talos, which was a much simpler affair than the Temple of Lathander that you had visited the previous week. And you talked to the priest there. You found out some of his slightly wilder conspiracy theories, and determined that you liked him more than the Lathander priest, which is very surprising. I thought it would be the other way around, but hey ho. These are the choices we make. Following that, and a brief transformation into a drake by I swear it's only 3 out of 20. I've modded it because I thought I'd like some other wild magic effects to come up other than just you turn into something that means role plays.
I mean, I try.
Oh, dude, what do you mean you try? You do it really successfully. It's amazing what you do.
Yes.
It's incredible and hilarious, and I love it.
100%.
It is all of those things. It also does nothing for the plot, but hey ho.
That too, yeah.
We then moved on to the back into the town square, where you went to the blacksmiths, found out some information, got on well, and commissioned some silver daggers and silver bullets as well. Did you did do the bullets because you weren't sure you'd have time?
You said you gave me 20 of them, and I didn't think I'd have time with us doing what we're doing now.
And they'll be ready the next day, he said.
But we don't need.
You also managed to successfully steal a candlestick from him, which is still on your persons.
Oh my god, Ed.
Did we?
Yes, Ed, we did.
You shoved it at Naked Killer. Making me invisible.
Suddenly I remember.
Invisible.
Yeah, a lot happened. To be honest,
All I wanted was my clothes.
But you got so much more.
It's really not going to matter in a second.
True.
You then went to the baker, again, found lots of stuff, decided to buy 50 millionaire shortbreads with the intention of taking it down to the beach where you had found out a group of the more wealthy citizens had requisitioned a section for their own private use. And private is certainly a key word there. Upon approaching the beach, you discovered that it was a naturist section. There was a sign saying, warning, you may encounter nude bathers from this point. And you determined your plan would be to go onto the beach and just offer cakes around to try and kind of loosen some lips. And I'm not going to rephrase it.
What did you say? Lips. That's right.
Loosen lips.
Fine.
Come again, my love.
And part of me wishes that I had described the scene because it would have been after the watershed and I could have gotten away with much more.
Loosening lips. Yeah.
Okay. This is not a children's show. It's fine. Four of you decided to disrobe and ascended the dune. Stagnacious being the one who kept his clothes on, and that is where we begin. So I will describe the scene as seen, not in graphic detail. You will be glad to hear. However, a raid about the beach. It's a fairly large section, which either speaks to the amount of money that the wealthy citizens threw at the town planning council to acquire this bit of beach, or potentially the expected numbers, overestimation, if you will. There's about 12 or so people. It is kind of middle of the day, like on a working day, so you think that that's probably about right for people who maybe have other jobs. And it is approaching the sort of time where people may be getting off their lunch break if they wanted to come for a little bit of a bask in the sun. But yes, there are 11 or 12 fully naked people right there. Liz?
Is it possible to tell whom amongst the naked folk are the most wealthy?
See, this is a difficult thing. There's not really any signifiers. Normally you would look
Are they wearing jewelry?
Clothing. Yeah,
Ooh.
jewelry could be a... I will give you a perception roll.
Okay.
If you can discern just by looking. Yes?
Oh, I was going to say, can we help? I mean, it's a slightly weird idea. Either that or I'll go with the perception as well. It's a question of whether it's...
Who looks the most moisturized and soft?
I think as we kind of go over the dune, I'll be sort of saying to everyone, so what we need to do is identify the most wealthy, and it will be hard because they will be quite naked, like yourselves. So keep your eyes peeled.
Is Stagnacious sort of embarrassed by everyone in the group?
Not outwardly.
Inside.
No, I don't think he would really care. I think he would also strip off, but needs to maintain this air of I'm a wealthy merchant and I've come here with gifts for you. It possibly feels like he would be less respected if he were nude, even though he would be amongst nudes.
So
I get it. It's just whether or not we were embarrassing.
No, I don't.
That sounds fine. In which case, if I can help, I will. But otherwise, I will make a perception roll of my own.
Could you persuade me of a way in which you will help someone to survey the beach without going, "Oh, look"?
Yeah, no, I
Lorana says, "Why don't we try to look for the naked people with other naked people, sort of." Covering them, not covering them, but like servants around them. Yeah. Maybe they are handing fruit, or they are carrying them. Yeah. And if
you've done this before, haven't you?
And guidance on Liz. Sorry, on Stagnacious.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're going over and you're kind of just trying to subtly talk between yourselves, I'm happy for one person to roll with advantage. I'll be kind. 2 people can roll with advantage, or all 5 of you may look with your own rolls if you wish.
I think Stagnacious should definitely do it as
I am providing an advantage.
Liz's idea. I've got automatic advantage on perception anyway.
Oh.
Cheeky. Lorana or Ashura, either of you want to make the roll?
I mean, my perception's not terrible, but Lorana's is obviously going to probably be better. But it depends. I mean, if Lorana's giving advantage to Stagnacious, can they still roll on their own?
It's kind of, some of you will be giving advantage to the others. Whoever isn't rolling is basically the help in this case.
I've just rolled and got a total of 5 on 2 dice.
Oh.
So somebody else needs to as well, is all I'm saying.
I did roll with the guidance from Lorana, 13 in total.
Oh, an advantage. I'm not rolling.
Also with advantage.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
here you go.
We're just not good at this.
Wow.
Right, we're
Sun's
21.
getting my eyes.
21. There's Lorana.
Nice.
Hooray.
Well, sorry, what was the 21?
Lorana's.
Cool. Okay. So what I will first kind of... I would say everyone except for Lean Quist in this moment. Lean, I think this is possibly quite a lot of stimulus. There's literally kind of...
yes.
Not swathes, but there are many bodies, none of them bleeding. But of different ages, persuasions. We don't want to go into a rage on the... all sorts of
many people.
Do it.
Yeah. Everyone on the spectrum is kind of represented on this beach. And everyone except for Lean Quist, you do notice that a couple of people kind of, upon hearing the scrunching of feet on the pebble beach as you kind of crest the dune and then come down, they look up, appear to kind of be satisfied with whatever they've seen, and then go back to, lazing about in the sun. Some of them are reading, perhaps not entirely conscious of the sort of tan lines that's going to leave if they've got a book in front of them, but there they go. That's what they're doing. With your 21, actually, with your 13, I'm going to say that you kind of start looking out for other cues. So you can't rely on clothing. Piercings and jewelry, that sort of thing, are another way. But again, it's a fairly naval town, so that's again, tattoos and such are something that people are going to have. But you start looking at like nicer hair, trying to kind of discern the nicer skin. You've got a couple of candidates, but you haven't kind of properly identified anyone. With your 21, Lorana, you home in on one person, a rather majestic-looking furbulg, and they don't have servants. It's not like they're royalty. They would certainly have a private island or private beach of their own, perhaps. So it's not the case of a trail of servants all having to kind of pass a tray down in various degrees of nudity as they've crested the dune. There's one person who looks more majestic, but no one's kind of being waited on, as it were. That one person stands out to you.
How far are we from everyone else, or from the closest?
Like I say, it's quite a large section of beach, about kind of, I'd say 150 feet at least of beach. And most of them have decided, even though they've got the kind of protection of the dune from prying eyes, they've kind of chosen to be a little bit more around the cliff as well, so that people who have got a decent sea view don't also have a cheek view. But they're not exactly spread out from each other, but you're a good, I'd say, 40 feet to walk to the nearest person, and the furbulg is slightly in the middle as well.
So first of all, Lorena will just bump with the elbow to Stagnacious and give the sign that that's your victim. And second, I imagine that all these people at some point they will be warm, and it's important to be hydrated. Is there a bar or somewhere where they can get a drink?
It doesn't look like it. It feels like this is probably a fairly recent development, and they haven't entirely sussed out kind of what they're going to need. Most people look like they've probably thought about it and have a water skin or something of that nature. But you don't know how long they'll have been set out in the sun with it. Whether it's chilled or not is... What were you fishing for here?
I think it was just more information. So because bartenders are always aware of what's going on. So that was what I was looking for. But if that's not happening, probably we will just have to introduce ourselves.
But clearly Lorana's been to some much fancier beaches than
everyone else.
The secret life of Lorana.
I mean, I think it's not necessarily that secret. Probably could just ask Lorana.
They've bared everything else.
Yes.
So I actually turned to everybody and it's like, what are we looking for exactly?
Well, I was hoping to loosen some tongues regarding the situation. Does anyone know of the missing people? Does anyone know of how they've come about? I mean...
Sorry, I misunderstood loosening tongues. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Lorana.
Don't break it, Ed. Chrissy's doing so well keeping a straight face.
Yeah.
Currently.
Currently.
I was merely hoping with our lovely tray of millionaire shortbreads, shortcakes, short things, millionaire short things, we'd be able to, have a conversation, mingle with.
Spread the wealth. Yeah, no, let's do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do we want? Should we all go as a group, or do we each want 10 of the pastries and fan out?
Wait, hang on. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, I think we should fan out because somebody got a little suspicious about our number earlier, and I think that we should kind of break it up a little bit just to maybe prevent that.
I'm not very good with people. Could I go along with somebody else?
You can come with me if you wish.
That would be wonderful. I can be your
bodyguard. Yes, we talked about this, didn't we? I do enjoy having a bodyguard. Yes, that sounds like a jolly good idea. Lorana, you nudged me before and indicated that person over there.
They might be loaded, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. Well, I suggest we all fan out and then meet by. I am going to point by that person over there when we're all ready.
Nice.
I hope they didn't see me.
Who has the pastries?
I gave them to Ashira, I believe. Ashira.
Mm-hmm. I thought I gave them back, but sure, we'll say I'm passing them.
I have no strength to hold this tray. I gave it back to you in the moment you gave it to me. Yes.
Yep.
Ashira, would you mind?
-1.
Those mine. Would you mind passing them out, Ashira?
Yep. Handing out all the pastries.
Amazing.
I'm carrying my own tray of pastries.
If you give me 20, I'll make sure they're handed out. I'm not very good at this talking thing, and I think it would be better if Stagnacious did it.
Perhaps. It depends what questions we're trying to ask.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to look around. Do I see anyone that's clearly like a little intoxicated, maybe? That seems like they would have loose lips in that fashion?
I think it's probably a bit early in the day.
Oh, boo. They're no fun. All right.
Yeah, it's not. It's like I say, it's a weekday. It's not a weekend or anything. So you've only got the kind of really hardcore, everyday kind of sunners kind of thing, and they look like they're taking it a bit too seriously to maybe mix alcohol into it, ruin a good week's worth of tanning.
All right. Then I guess I'll look for a small little gaggle group of people that's like maybe 3 or 4 people that are together just gossiping.
Are you joining Shira?
Okay, so you're joining Shira, Stagnacious, and Lean Quist are going together. What's Lorana doing?
I think Lorana is gonna go rogue on their own, and yeah, I think Lorana's unorthodox methods may
prove fruitful.
May not be suited for more than 1 people.
As everyone's going, I'm like, right, okay, remember the task at hand. We absolutely need to find out what is going on in this place. The idea of the wealthy knowing they know everything, or they know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows everything. Try and use what you have. Use the pastries. Maybe not use yourselves. You know what I'm talking about. To go and find things out.
I will get to the bottom of this. I will go deep until I find it.
I'm sure you will, Lorana. I have no doubt.
Okie dokie. Sorry, just making a note of who's going where. So, who was aiming for the Furbolg? Sorry,
I think
it was us two.
Yeah, and then we were all going to meet there.
Okay. Let's go to the Furbolg first, then. So, you approach this person. They are, as previously mentioned, entirely naked. They are covered in kind of short blue fur, with a sort of antelope-esque face. No horns, just kind of the sort of facial features. But they do look very well groomed, and their hair is kind of parted to the side and kind of swished out in a
amazing.
Yeah, in a very kind of fancy fashion. He does kind of clock that you're approaching, and kind of props himself up on his elbows, so that he can give himself just a little bit more height as you approach. What do you say?
Good day, my good sir.
Hello.
Hello. We are coming here with gifts, but we thought we would come to you yourself first, purely because, well, you look smashing. I don't
Thank you, darling.
I don't suppose you've heard of a bakery in town? What was her name?
You don't mean the Eden of the Yeast, do you?
I do.
I can't
Is that what I
remember.
mean, Sean?
Yes.
Yes. Correct. That is what I mean. Please forgive my bodyguard for their silence. They have taken a vow. I was wondering if you have. Oh, please take one of our offerings.
Lovely. I do love Belinda's. Oh, the shortcakes, they are absolutely delish, I have to tell you.
She told us to come straight to you.
Amazing. Is that feels deception?
Sure.
She didn't specify anyone. I'll let you go persuasion if you prefer it.
I went with deception, and that's a 15.
15. Okay. They buy it.
Yes, she's named you specifically, and told us where to go to find you.
Oh, it's lovely of Belinda to remember her old friend Ian. Oh,
Ian.
What can I offer in return?
I'm going to sit down next to Ian and just sort of not too close. Just, come on, Lindquist, do sit down. You don't have to say anything. Please just sit. As you see, my bodyguard is coming along. I was wondering if you've also equipped yourself with a bodyguard, given what's going on.
Well, the disappearances, it doesn't seem to be It seems to be affecting those who go down to the well, how do I put it? The bars on the dock side tend to be the ones where the people are disappearing from. I certainly don't frequent that sort of place.
You wouldn't find me there, I'm afraid.
I'm certainly sure I would not, but what I would hope for, dearest Ian, is that I don't suppose you've heard what happens to the missing.
Oh, I know as much as the next person, I'm sure.
You're nothing like the next person, Ian. You are beyond. You must know more, surely.
Well, one has heard rumors,
Go
but
on.
nothing that one would put any truck in if they were, a refined fellow like yourself, or indeed myself, or your chap.
Ian, some of the best rumors I've heard have come from those who have a little bit more than others. There's more life experience, there's more money to go around, there's more rumor.
Well, okay, I tell you what. I take this at face value. I don't put much faith in it myself, but I've heard whispers of some devilish person going by the moniker of the Silver Siren. I don't know any more than that, I'm afraid. Seems that they're, I don't know, a gang leader, someone leading some sort of force, I don't know. But word is that this person has infiltrated the town and is posing as someone, but I'm afraid I haven't got the foggiest who that even would be.
Ian, that is very dishy. And Sean, have we heard of the Silver Siren? I'm sure we have.
You can give me a history check, see if you remember. It's only been a couple of days, but...
Would have been so good. That was an 11. Liz, think I know where I've heard it from, but...
Okay. I'm happy for you to, if you think you remember where you've kind of heard stuff, I'm happy for you to feed it in, because it was an above average roll, so I'm not going to tell you anything of that.
Got you. I'll say that for later, but Ian, well, that certainly is something. So posing as whom? Someone high up? Someone with influence, perhaps?
That certainly is the question. Unfortunately, that's as much as I've heard. It's just that this being is posing as someone, but high, low, influential, not influential. One can only ponder.
Ian, might I suggest that you find yourself someone as good as Lindquist to protect you? Whoever this infiltrator is, they are changing those who go missing to something quite vicious.
Oh, you seem to know a bit more than you're letting on yourself.
Rumors are everything, dearest Ian.
All right, okay, well, I think that you've convinced me.
Would you like another shortbread? Lindquist, please.
One.
Yes, take 2, take 3.
All right, I won't pork myself. We're approaching lunchtime, and I don't want to spoil my food, but I can't resist a shortcake. Okay, so while you are feeding Ian, Ashira and Kithis, you have nakedly approached another person. This person is a older-looking half-elf woman. She's got brownish, but kind of starting to show streaks of grey hair. Slender as half-elves often tend to be. And she does have a rather faded but still noticeable interwoven tattoo on one arm.
What's it of?
It's just kind of lines interlinking, sort of like a Celtic knot sort of thing.
Okay.
Is it possible to kind of make any assumptions based on the tattoo, or like
give me an insight roll.
Okay.
So you study the naked body in front of you.
Politely.
Lightly.
And respectfully.
Oh yeah, subtly.
Oh dear.
Insight, not.
No. That was a nat one.
No.
Oh.
No.
Not respectfully or
No,
delightfully. or any of these
respectfully,
things.
just not very insightfully.
Yeah, I'd say like without you're struggling to kind of really get anything. You could imagine a ton of things, but with a natural one, you're not really getting anything that lands for you. Like Ian, she does. She doesn't quite sit up on her elbows, but she realizes that people are approaching and lazily opens one eye and looks over at you.
Hey, we come bearing gifts. We bought a few extra.
Lovely. Oh, that's so kind. I was just starting to feel a bit peckish, actually. I was worried.
May I join you?
Of course you may. And may I just say, you're striking me as very brave folk. Most of us, when we visit the beach, we come onto the beach and find ourselves a spot, and then we disrobe. But to have gotten disrobed in full view of the entire town, I mean, that certainly takes someone who's committed, shall we say.
Well, nudity is, we come out this way, so.
No, it's a birthright, and I mean that in every sense of the word. I take it this isn't a purely social call.
Oh well, I mean, in a sense, yes. I've been out at sea for a while, and Kithis here is new in town, and we're trying to catch up. There's been some hot gossip that we apparently missed. So we're just trying to catch up on that. And you look like a person who has all the gossip.
Well, thank you for the flattery, but I simply I work at the fishery. I'm purely here to try and fade some of the tan lines that come from working out in the markets.
So you work in the fisheries, you say. I mean, there has been some gossip going around. I don't suppose you know any of the folk that have
You're referring to the people who've gone missing. Not personally. I'm afraid. I've know people who know the people. They all were people who worked on the boats. I'm actually on the markets, so I sell the fish, but I'm afraid I don't know anyone.
But surely when they hand it over to come to the market, perhaps they might have told you something, or like, I don't know, when they're out there on the water, have they seen anything? You know, we all know that sometimes fishermen like to gossip.
I see. Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Sure. Do I do it on beyond? Nope. I don't know.
Real dice.
I don't know. Okay, that's a 15 on the dice plus 4, 19.
I see. You're actually investigating. This goes beyond mere curiosity.
You've caught us out, but anything you can do to help.
Honestly, it's very hard to hide anything here. I don't have personal contact. There are certainly tradespeople who collect the goods and then take them to the stalls, but gossip does get around. I have heard tales of there being larger numbers of, one can only assume, sharks, fins spotted in the water.
Right.
I don't know what this quite means. It hasn't seemed to have affected the fishing supplies, which is, I mean, where my mind first went. Should we be expecting more sharks and fewer edible fish? But no, it's almost as if the sea has grown more abundant in every way. Just, we're seeing more of these predatory fish.
Are they exhibiting any strange behavior, like coming quite close to land, or?
She has a think for a bit, and she looks like she's genuinely trying to kind of remember. I've not heard any tales of them coming close to land. You hear the odd thing of, someone getting bitten, but you also have to be aware that fisher folk do tend to embellish quite a lot. They are fond of outdoing themselves on their tales, but I mean, perhaps that's what happened to the missing people. I haven't really thought about it in that way.
Well, that's the way to go, being shark bait. Sorry, bit insensitive of me.
Well, my name's Patrice, anyway. I do hope that you're both in town for a while, so if you're going to stay for any longer, then I hope to see you around the beach.
Of course. Wouldn't miss it.
I'll certainly be here.
Please.
Are you flirting with her? Because at the moment she's picking up signals.
Oh, no. She just...
Let's be clear.
Ashira's just very much enjoying being audacious.
Okay.
It was the way you were kind of playing with your hair at the same time. I wasn't sure if that...
That's just me.
Okay. Cool. So as you kind of have that conversation, what is Lorana doing?
Lorana is I guess first of all will communicate with their familiar, because their familiar have been with Keithis all the time.
That was the
snail.
Snail.
Yes,
the sea
slug. Yeah.
It's invisible, so nobody knows it's there. So I guess Lorana is a little bit aware of the conversation. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's time to cast Detect Magic. So I'm going to take, probably since Lorana heard about the sharks being around, we're going to have started ritual casting Detect Magic.
Okay. I would say that these two conversations can kind of have spanned 10 minutes. So we'll kind of get to the end of your ritual, having heard all of those, one of those conversations.
So with Detect Magic up, which is also 10 minutes, first thing is I want to, go around the people and see if there is any, now that everyone is naked, I guess any magic will certainly not come from any magic item. So that will help eliminate a lot of options.
Good point.
Visible items, right? And the second thing, let's do that part first.
So looking for magic items, magic emanating off of people. The people here are all commoners, so none of them seem to be magic users. So the people that kind of flare up are the people in your party that you are aware of having magic, which I think is only actually Stagnacious and Kithis. Linquist and Ashira don't have any. You would be aware of magic items that your friends are carrying. Certainly the ones that are slightly more prominently displayed.
As for people on the beach, you do notice that the furbolg that you'd spotted before is wearing a magic ring. It seems to just be giving off abjuration magic, so it's probably just a kind of extra measure of protection. Nothing else on the beach is magic. What else are you looking for?
I'm going to go up to my knees into the water.
As you walk out towards the water, you walk over the pebbles and you're getting into a sandy section. It's very kind of damp. How far out would you walk trying to get? Because at the moment you've walked, you can walk about 60 feet and you still won't get to the sea.
Oh, so it's like a very long, like shallow.
The tide seems to have pulled out quite a lot. It's quite kind of squared off in places. What's your passive perception?
My passive is 16.
16. With a passive of 16, you kind of, as you're walking out towards the water, you can see that the tide has pulled out quite far. And you notice that there is a large wave looming on the distance, heading towards you. It is in fact a tidal wave. It's headed for you, and you've not got long to react. I would say something that takes one action is the most you've got at this point.
God. I will, as an action.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Just say gosh. That's all.
Nice.
Gosh for 6 seconds, like gosh.
Gosh.
Yes. Lorana is gonna turn to. Well, first of all, is gonna shout to the ocean, saying like, "The ocean is property of Aphrodite and the Phantomless. You have no authority here." Then I'm gonna turn to the beach, and you can see so Lorana is a sort of lionfish merfolk or triton. So she has they have spines and everything. So the spines sort of go up like menacing, and I'm gonna use an ability that is called Daunting Roar.
Okay.
So everybody around will be scared, frightened of me. Please, everybody but my party can make a wisdom saving throw 14 or be frightened. As Lorana says, "Get away from here!"
So this is an attempt to scare the nudists off the beach.
Yes.
Okay. I will just roll one check for everyone rather than 11 separate ones. So let's see how lucky we can be. Roll. I mean, that's only 13 on the dice, and they're commoners, so I'm not going to add anything. So DC was 14, you said?
Yes.
So as you this kind of daunting roar out loud, the assembled naturists on the beach are indeed frightened and start to move away from you. That I will say that none of them have to react to this tidal wave because they are able to run away quick enough. Everyone else, please could you make me a dexterity save?
Sorry, Sean, very quickly, do I clock that this is happening? Do I see the tidal wave from my position?
I would say, what's your passive perception?
Not amazing. 11.
11. What would you like to do?
I have a spell called Tidal Wave, which has a range of 120 feet, so I'd try to counter the tidal wave that's coming in by casting the spell at it.
Okay.
Amazing.
But if I don't see it in time, I can make the dex save, and then if I succeed, I guess we could make up the choice then.
I really like it, so I want to give you a chance. I will say, could you roll me a perception check, see if we can improve on your passive? I would also say Kithis has a weapon of warning.
Yes.
So I think Kithis is probably also aware. So
I need something to make up for my terrible perception.
It was a 19 on the check, Sean. So
19. Yes, I will say that out of the corner of your eye, you do clock, and certainly hearing the roar, if not being scared by it. Yeah, all right. I will give everybody an action in preparation. Obviously, Lorana has taken theirs.
I guess I'll tell Ashira if Ashira didn't see it. It's like, are we carrying our stuff with us, or it doesn't take very long to put a breastplate on, does it?
10 minutes.
10 minutes to put on a breastplate. Okay.
Yep. So, donning and doffing, 10 minutes.
Well, I guess I'd better just get out my trident. I'd run towards Lorana. I don't know.
You're running towards the rave. Cool. What's Ashira doing?
Ashira's gonna turn around, see the wave, go, oh shit, and it's gonna disappear and reappear like 30 feet back off the beach.
Oh, is this a teleport?
I have Misty Step.
Nope.
Okay.
Just gonna nope straight out of there.
Cool. Stagnacious.
Yes,
your action will be casting your spell.
Correct. Yeah, I'll say Ian. You've gone. Lean, Quist, behind me, and I will cast Tidal Wave.
Okay. What's Lean doing?
Probably will get behind Stagnacious.
Okay. Cool. So all of this is possible to happen. I would say then, because Ashira noped out, you don't have to make this dexterity save. Everybody else, please do. With advantage, because Stagnacious's wave, you kind of magically create this additional wave to try and act as a breaker. You do notice that the wall of water surging towards you, there's two waves which kind of crush together and then form this double-sided tidal wave kind of heading towards you. But you do manage to brunt some of it as it comes towards you. What's everyone's dexterity save?
22.
Nice.
25.
Lovely.
14.
Okay.
Lorana was a little bit in the moment, and they got a 10.
10.
Add.
So, Linquist, Kithis, and Ashira, because nope. You are fine. Ashira, you don't take anything because you're fine. Linquist and Kithis, you will take half of this damage, but Stagnacious and Lorana, you unfortunately, in trying to kind of warn others, you have not been able to
sacrifice yourself.
Sorry? Yeah. So we'll make this roll ever so quickly. Not too high, I don't think. So 19 points of damage for Stagnacious and Lorana. Half that,
That's
9.
High.
It's fairly high. 9 for Linquist and Kithis, and Ashira, you are safely towards the back of the beach with the naked people. As the wave kind of bursts out onto the beach and washes over you all, you manage to keep your footing. the two of you who pass the save, you keep your footing. Stagnacious and Lorana, you are not prone. As the wave kind of, the water resurges and redistributes itself around the beach, you notice that you are all surrounded by swarms of little crabs. Please would everyone roll initiative.
Oh, you're kidding. Right, okay. Crabs, you say?
Crabs.
Okay.
Also, I would like to remind you that you are, for the most part, naked.
It's cool. I doffed my armor class.
So, Kithis, yes, you have used D&D Beyond to take your armor off, and that will recalculate your armor class. Does anyone need me to manually help them recalculate? Linguist, as a barbarian, part barbarian, you should be fine. So, I don't imagine you're wearing any armor anyway.
Well, I've gone down one, but I also had a sentinel shield, which I'm imagining I should get rid of as well.
I know the shield you can pick up.
Like yeah, drawing a shield would be fine.
Okay, cool.
You can keep your shield on you.
Sweet. That would be nice.
Same with Lorana. Presumably keep it on your person. Okie dokie. So there are swarms of crabs around you. Please could you all... I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. Who has rolled over a 20 on their initiative? What did you both roll?
22.
21.
Cool. Did anyone roll between 15 and 20?
19.
20.
Okay. Liking the way this is going, although by the fact that no one else raised their hands, I'm guessing the Stagnacious is not.
It's me. 13. 13 on the initiative.
Okay. So, as the waves subside, you realise that you are surrounded by swarms and swarms of tiny little crabs. So,
tiny crabs.
Tiny little crabs, swarms upon swarms of them. They all seem to be surging towards the beach. Lorana, you are further out from everyone else, having walked this way. So there are more crabs around you, technically, than there are around everyone else. What would you like to do?
Get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
So,
how do you wish to do this?
How far is Ling from Lorana?
I think I'd said that to get to the waterfront, you'd have needed to walk about 60 feet. I don't think we specified, so does 30 feet seem fair?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Sorry, say again, 30.
30.
Yeah, that's good. Great. So Lorana is gonna run to Ling.
Okay. Every 5-foot square is full of crabs. So you are going to take opportunity attacks from every crab you pass. They are swarms of crabs rather than individual crabs, by the way. So it's, we'll see, 30 feet, 5 foot. That'll be 6 opportunity attacks. That 5 because you won't technically be leaving the square of the 6th one.
Give me a second then.
Will you be doing any damage just by stomping through it?
Probably, but
no. That's
we're talking about a metric fuck ton of crab.
Yes, that's hopefully it's gonna be okay. If not, so let's see how. Okay. So this is just movement. So movement can be broken, right? So let's do.
You could disengage as an action.
No, I need my action. So I need, and then that disengaged just will be working with the first enemy, because then I will be, never mind.
Oh, right.
Let's move 3 spaces. So let's have 3 attacks.
You want to try your luck for 3. Okay, so moving your first 15 feet. First attack. Help if I knew what I was adding to it, wouldn't it? It's a 13 to hit.
And that's my armor class.
Naked, unfortunately, much lower armor class. Okay, so first one hits, and that, oof, That's not right, is it?
Always a good sign when your DM says that. Always a good sign.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay, no. I see what it is. The swarm has its full hit points, so it's the higher number. That is 16 points of damage just on the first.
16.
6. Yep.
Holy crap.
Okay, let's stop there.
Covered in crabs.
As you leave the space, just these crabs, they're getting in all of the little nude nooks and crannies, pinching between your toes, in behind. Yeah, you're taking lots of piercing damage.
Okay, I will cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And then that's my action. You don't have opportunity attacks on something that you cannot see, unless they have blind sight, which probably could be, but they do, right?
Do you think that swarms of crabs would have blind sight?
I don't know.
Give me an intelligence roll.
I think they would.
That's an 8.
An 8.
We'll just keep running. I mean, I will move other 5.
They have blind sight, so you take another set of attacks, and this one's a 14.
That hits.
You're all watching just as, I mean, you see the first lot of crabs and Ashura just ow, 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 and then you see Ashura disappear entirely. That was 10 points of damage that next time.
It's too late to go back, so...
Would they still... With blind sight, they can still technically see you, so they're not a disadvantage either, are they? So... what are you telling me about the paralyzed condition? Oh, there you are. Yeah, no, they can still tell. So, sorry, carry on. I was interrupting you.
It's too late to stop, so let's move another square.
Okay. Guessing at some point... Okay, that was a natural 1. So you get to the third square and none of the crabs managed to pinch you. That was 15 feet. Are you carrying on?
It's too late. Let's keep going.
Barrel throw.
Yes.
I want Chariots of Fire playing in the background. Like I want an epic soundtrack to this as Lorana's just covered in crabs.
That was a 16 on the dice, so plus...
Yeah,
it hits you. 9 points of damage that next time.
I'm down.
You're down?
Yes.
So, no more attacks of opportunity, at least, Ali.
Yeah, you everybody sees as Lorana just barrels away, and you
actually, can I go with fire? As I'm hit last time, I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
So at least
love this.
I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do in my turn.
Is that a save or is that an attack?
Sorry?
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
Sorry, but do I roll a save or are you?
Yes. Let me tell you. That is a Dex 12, please.
Dex. Cool. That is only an 11.
So as Lorana is being swarmed on top of all those crabs, you can just see that they start like boiling, and like seafood change color. So some of them just as Lorana is lying on the floor.
That's vicious.
Describe the scene. You can all see Lorana as they start to try and run, get pinched by a load of crabs, disappear, and then you still see the crabs kind of pinching and kind of drops of blood appearing out of nowhere. And then eventually, just kind of 20 foot away from where Lorana started, a burst of flame, and then Lorana sits amongst a bunch of cooked crab. What was the damage on that?
10.
And what's the range on that? Or is it only on the...
Only on that enemy that hits me.
Okay. Cool. Chrissy, I realised that my pen was actually sitting over your name. So I went to Lorana when I should have gone to Ashira. So I will come to you now. Sorry for that.
No worries. I don't think anything I could do would have changed what Lorana done, so it wouldn't have
That was
affected
amazing.
much.
Yeah. Lorana's charge was perfect.
I'm gonna look down. Oh, fuck, Lorana! And I'm just gonna like pull out my gun and I'm going to try to shoot away like clusters of crabs that are nearby them to try and.
I am
So.
ready. What's
Oh, that's not. Oh, well, 14.
14? Hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
That is 11 piercing damage.
Nice.
And then second attack is a 23. And that is. Why is it? 8 piercing damage.
Okay. You do see that you're thinning out the swarms of crabs and kind of managing to keep them away from Lorana's prone nude form. Very quickly, Ali.
Yes, what? Yes. Yes.
What do they see lying on the ground?
No. As Lorana falls unconscious, you see that a disguise illusion falls down and you can see a lion person lying on the sand of the beach. And
no way!
Yeah, this lion person is very much like Lorana in the terms of white skin with the tips blue. So, surprise! That's it.
That's the reason for the joining that we didn't see last time. But
Oh no, this is actually. Oh no. Okay.
Okay, so you've had 2 actions, Chrissy. Anything with your bonus action? Your 2 multi-attack, I mean.
I'm not gonna waste my hunter's mark on this. So, and I'm not gonna move because I saw how well that worked for Lorana. So I'm not going down there. I'm better at range. So I'm gonna keep my squishy ass back here.
I will say there aren't any crabs near you. It was literally just kind of where the waves hit and then receded, left in their wake crabs. So you're fine. You're kind of protecting the swathes of very bare people.
Cool.
Grand. If that's the end of your turn, we get back into the order and lean.
Right. So, did Lorana get to within 15 feet of me?
10 feet away.
10 feet away. Okay, so... So the bonus action I'm going to use is the rabbit hop, which means I can jump 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Nice.
So what that means is I can get... so I'll use one of those and get to Lorana, because Lord knows Lean appreciated the charge towards them. The problem is that so you'll have to tell me what happens on this, Sean, but I'm assuming that once they get there, so Lorana's come forwards and collapsed, and Lean has jumped to where they are. The problem is if Lean gets there and finds that Lorana is not Lorana anymore, that's going to be a problem.
Okay.
Is the reaction? Will the reaction that Lean has when they get to Lorana be, "Oh my god, that isn't Lorana"?
Give me an insight roll.
Oh, this is really important. Okay, hang on.
This is so unfortunate. We can't even go based off clothes or weapons or anything for them.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, with a 12. It doesn't look like Lorana, but as Chrissy says, they are holding Lorana's rather distinguishable shield.
Okay. And the crown. Yeah. Okay. Basically, so the reason why Lean is wondering about this, why I'm wondering about this, is because I'm trying to figure out whether they would be snapped into their rage or not. Because we don't want Lean to be anywhere near somebody who is unconscious when they're in their rage. That's kind of the issue. Okay. So I'm gonna do. Oh, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do another insight check, if that's okay. If you see what I mean. But this time the result is going to be whether or not Lean recognizes whether they keep control of themselves, basically. And it's going to be a 10
Flip of a
break.
coin.
So if it's above 10, they do keep control of themselves. If it's below, then cool.
Okay.
That's a natural 1. We're going into a rage.
Okay. You go into a rage for the body of the fallen lion folk, surrounded by cooked crab.
Yeah. So are there any crabs left in the space?
Oh, there's the swarms are still kind of convalescing around this kind of point. So yeah, there's definitely crabs within range.
So the attack that I have this turn. Oh Lord. Okay. So yes. So we. Can I sneak attack a swarm of crabs? I find that very unlikely.
You would need a conscious. What are the criteria? A conscious.
You need an ally within 5 feet that is actually menacing or distracting. Yeah.
Or you would need advantage on it, and I don't think you really have either.
No, that's fine.
I would let you sneak attack the crabs, but not on this instance.
I wish I could, but I think that there is no reason why I would be able to. Yeah. There will be a frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! No, I'm not going to do frenzy yet. Okay. It'll just be a rage. Fine. So let's go with the rage then. A short sword has come out. And the first one to hit is a 19. That's finally in double figures.
19 hits. Roll.
Hooray. And then it's the thing +2, isn't it? For the... I haven't done a frenzy in a long time.
The rage damage.
Yes, exactly. Okay, cool. So... that is 9 damage in total.
Lovely. Okay. Yep, you've gotten angry at some crabs.
Yes, that's all that's happened thus far. So what happens when Lean rages is the ears, which have previously been sort of tucked out of the way, if you see what I mean, still like useful, but the ears suddenly come firing out and are very, very erect. And a trail of blood drips out of the one nostril, and the eyes become very wide and sort of. That's what you can see.
It's gotten very Watership down.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is exactly right. Yeah.
Is that everything on your turn?
Yep, because I've already bounced and moved and done the action, so I think that's everything.
Fantastic. Kithis, then.
How far away am I from this situation?
I would say for kind of ease, you didn't spread out too far along the beach, so you're also probably, I'll say just trigonometry reasons, 15 feet away from where Leanquist and Lorana are, and another kind of 10 from Stagnacious.
Okay. Because I think I was running towards Lorana as the tidal wave came in. Is there a sea of crabs around me?
There is a sea of crabs around you, yes. The sea of crabs reaches about kind of 20 feet towards Ashira.
Ooh. So wait, how far away am I from Ashira? 30 feet.
30 feet, yeah. Ashira bounced away.
If I look over to Lean and Lorana, do I...
thinking about it, Ashira's probably actually 60 feet away just because of the bamfing. Because you ran towards and then Ashira.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of crabs to get through.
It's still only
like
20 that way or 15 towards.
Okay. Oh, okay. So they're they're closer to the edge of the beach where the waterfront, and closer to okay. Can I take a look at Linquist and kind of? Did you
checks all round.
Sorry.
Inside checks all round. Why not? Let's get it out of the way now. Apart from
Oh shit! It rolled off an 18 to a 5, a 7.
Yeah, you've not really seen enough of Linquist. Stagnacious?
7.
Ashira? You're muted.
22.
22.
Nice.
You can tell that something's up, but you're also a good 60 feet away. So, also, do any of you actually have any healing magic or healing potions? Okay.
Wait, I think I do have a potion of greater healing. Let's see.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I do. My initial plan had been to run towards the runner and pick them up and then run back away from the beach, but I think Linquist has it.
Same.
I mean, I don't have that insight, unfortunately.
Yeah, you watched them leap, so yeah, you think they're on top of it.
Yeah, so but I did see the runner get nommed on by crabs. So I think Kithis is kind of sort of slightly panicking about what to do, and is gonna kind of is in a little panic, is gonna kind of look at their hands and feet and go, oh, and then start trying to dash forward. But like as they go to move and put their foot down, like a wave of thunder kind of pushes out from them to like just like this wave of thunder kind of pushes out from them to.
Did I just give you the perfect amount of distance to a thunderwave without hitting anyone that you like?
Nice.
Maybe.
I'm annoyed at myself. That wasn't intentional. Yeah, fine. Thunderwave these crabs. What is it? It's a 15-foot cone.
Cube. 15-foot cube originating from you. Must make a Constitution saving throw. And my spell save is 15.
Right. I make a 15-foot cube with with a swarm in every 5 foot, 9 crabs in total in this cube.
Nice.
I'm just going to roll all 9.
Nice.
So this is on D&D Beyond. It will tell us the added number up, but yeah, I will take this separately and hopefully I can write it before they all disappear.
They all lose.
Is the thunderwave going to cook the crabs again?
No, it's a 97. Don't know.
No, that's added.
Yeah. It's thunder damage, so it's more of a. Yeah.
Can anyone see what that was? Because I could only see the first 4.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at the log.
I clicked it.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I will just roll another 4 and then another 5.
Oh, they disappeared.
All right. 3, 6, and 1 more.
Oh, if you hover over it, it shows you actually. It's 3, 14, 17, 14, 11, 8, 19, 9, and 2. So 2 had saved.
Was that my original roll?
Yeah, 2 saved.
I'm gonna just stick with the ones I've written down. So what kind of save was it? Dexterity or
Con save.
Okay, so their con is +1. So, what's the DC?
15.
15. So that one saves, saves. 4 of them do not.
Okay.
And is it a spell or is it a cantrip?
It is a spell.
So they would take half damage. So please do let me know.
So, okay, I am rolling. So all the ones that save stay where they are. Oh, that's such low damage. Ugh. That's 4 damage of 2d8.
Oh.
Which is ridiculous. So everyone
that is pretty slow.
Yeah, everyone that saves takes 2 damage, but the people that did not save, or the crabs that did not save, get pushed 10 feet away. So,
I mean, that's
gonna make them drop onto us.
No, if you're not in the it was more of a trying to push them out of the way, yeah.
I mean, if it just kind of originated in the middle, then there'll be like maybe bits of crab and some crabs kind of flying around, but like not a cohesive swarm at a time. So I'm not that mean. You watch as Kithis kind of attempts to make his path through the crabs, and then watch us it's almost like a landmine going off, and then just bits of crab flying everywhere. I will say that it kind of carves enough of a path that you could kind of get through.
Okay. I also have to do a roll.
Oh, is this a wild magic?
It's a nat 20, so it's like
nice.
It's fine. Yes.
Fine. Okay, cool. Anything with your
that was an action? Yeah, that was an action. I am like running off the beach. I'm trying to run towards my brain has forgotten your character's name, Liz. Stagnacious.
We got it. There we go.
Yeah. I'm trying to run towards Stagnacious and away from the beach, thinking Lean will pick up Lorana.
So towards Stagnacious, that's 10 foot worth of crabs, which means you will leave the range of one set of crabs and not the other one.
I didn't get rid of any crabs in front of me.
I thought you were aiming it towards Stagnacious, because if you were aiming it towards Stagnacious, then Stagnacious is like right there. So
wait. Oh, you mean
Stagnacious, 15 foot to Leanquist and Lorana.
On the okay, so we're not doing it based on me in the center. It's a cube.
You're usually
from at the edge. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, my brain. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
One opportunity attack.
I guess I am. Oh dear.
What's your AC when you're naked?
13.
What a question to ask anybody, Sean.
Yeah.
What a pickup line.
Naked is essential in the heat.
But I'm gonna shout to Lee and Chris and be like, I've got something that could help if you get them over here.
You're not going to be happy with me. You just told me your AC was 13. They have a +3, and I rolled a 10. So I'm afraid you get your behind.
No.
Pinched.
Oh no.
Tune of 11.
The tune of
11 damage.
Okay. Ouch.
That is it, and you're now with Stagnacious.
Cool. But yeah, I have also shouted to Lean, and I'm with Stagnacious now.
Stagnacious, it is in fact your turn.
Amazing. These spectral sapphire wings are going to sprout from Stagnacious's back again. Using the bonus action of Gem Flight, I'm going to rise into the sky, and sapphires are going to kind of blink, blink, blink off me and fly towards Linquist and Lorana as far as I can. I'm just going to press that to make sure I know I've done it. Next, I'm going to use my telepathy ability. You don't have to use an action or a bonus action for it. To go into Lindquist's mind and just say, defenders. And I'm going to be sort of hovering about 5 foot off the ground near this entire situation. I believe Lindquist is absolutely fine. I'm then going to cast slow on all of the crabs within range. I can choose up to 6.
Okay.
Wow. Brilliant.
So as you fly away, you will take an opportunity attack because there are crabs they can occupy your space as well. So
got you. Okay, cool.
Is that all right?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. You're a wizard, so you're always naked effectively. Better AC. But that was only an 11.
Does not beat my AC.
Well done. So yeah, you do that.
Amazing.
Slow.
Yes, so could up to 6 closest to this entire situation make a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Some save of 15. We'll do that.
That's not going to work for crabs, surely.
So I could risk 6 and then hover over again. I actually managed to write them down before they disappeared off my screen. So I rolled a 13, a 5, a 19, a 2, a 4, and a 17.
So 2 succeeds.
Oh, but that's the roll. Crabs have a -5.
Oh, nice.
That is an 8, a 0, a 14, a -3, a -1, and a 12.
Amazing. So, like, I guess the sand around them will begin to turn blue and like ice almost as they begin to slow down.
Brilliant.
They are not moving as quickly as they should. Their speed is halved. They take a -2 penalty to their AC. And their dexterity saving throws, and they cannot use reactions.
Nice.
So cannot do opportunity attacks. On its turn, it can use either an action or bonus action, but not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities, it can't make more than 1 melee or range attack during its turn. So if it had multi-attack, it could only do 1. And I kind of will hover, looking into Lindquist's eyes. And what do I see, Ed, when I'm looking into your eyes?
The pupils are going like they're sort of buzzing and they're very, very bloodshot. I was going to say slow is an amazing spell. I forgot.
It's
That's
a
really, really cool.
concentration.
But is Stagnacious above Lindquist, or?
I wouldn't have risen very high in the air. I would have just sort of hovered across. So I guess I am 5 foot above you.
Cool. That's fine. Yep, that's what I need to know. Thank you.
Everything on your turn?
That is it. Yes.
Fantastic. So as we survey this scene, Laurent is downed with Lindquist in this kind of inconsolable rage above them. Kithis looking perhaps slightly bereft, having run towards Stagnation, and Stagnatius just launched off anyway. And Ashura, having Misty stepped back to where the naturists are currently cowering, that is where we will take our break.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Yeah, right. What a way to go. As become accustomed, I am going to set a riddle for the break. I hope you like this one, and it could be some very well needed inspiration, which, by the way, I will allow on death saving throws.
Vital.
Not that we need.
I forgot we've not used our inspiration yet at all.
No.
Again.
So your riddle for today is ascending the side, but also weighing, comparing the size, difference, or playing, equilibrium, fish or lizard, growing a facade. I will read that again, and I will post this in the chat so that my players actually
That's good.
dance. Ascending the side, but also weighing, comparing the size, difference, or playing, equilibrium, fish or lizard, growing a facade. And we will see you in 5 or 10 minutes after the break. We are delighted to be sponsored by HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. HeroForge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive, cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. You could be playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop ! Code into chat for a free Electrum test.
We are also supported by Warriors of Waterdeep. Take your team of warriors on a quest spanning the Forgotten Realms, all on your mobile. Power up your teams with items, work with your guild to defeat hordes of enemies, and test your mettle in the arena. And to make all of that work, you need gems. As we frequently say, the hunt for gems is real. Pop ! Wow gems into chat for a link to collect free gems and get yourself that nice sword you've been looking at. or revive your heroes against a deadly foe. Download link !Warriors of Waterdeep in chat.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons' Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital D&D. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying? You're a DM, you've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets and characters in Twitch chat below.
Check out our wonderful supporters Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
Welcome back. So, an exciting first half. All the nudity, more nudity that's been pulled together ever before, I think I can quite safely say.
Oh, yes.
We have beaten the nudity record. Well done, us. There will be a bare bum badge coming in the post. There won't be.
I really hope that's true.
Damn it, Sean, I got excited.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, my badge.
Badges. Bare bums for all. I've lost my own track. I've thrown myself on.
Sorry.
Welcome back, Sean.
Welcome back. First I will give, well, I will hand over to Liz who gives the answer to the riddle. I will go through it one more time for those who are just joining us now. So our riddle today was ascending the side, but also weighing, comparing the size, difference or playing, equilibrium, fish or lizard, growing, a facade. The answer, Liz.
Answer, Sean, was scales.
Is scales. Those are different ways of describing the meaning of the word scales. So I'm not going to go into it because that would be a lot, and I feel like we've got plenty to do. So just discuss it in the chat. You can. How many ways can you use the word scales in a sentence? As if you need more things to talk about other than the nudity. Last we left you, you had been inquiring amongst the assembled sunbathers around the beach, and managed to pick up a couple of tidbits. But just as things were potentially getting juicy, and Lorana was planning on doing something with the sea, noticed that the sea was receding away from them, rather squared off, which I believe is an indicator of a tidal wave. If you see that, run for the beach, which is exactly what Ashira did, more kind of boom, boom, but yes. And quite what Lorana and Kithis did, which was run towards. We had the waves crashed. It was lessened by Stignatius's efforts in using another tidal wave to break the initial onslaught. However, Stignatius and Lorana were knocked prone and taken down a peg by it. You then also found yourselves surrounded by swarm upon swarm of tiny little crabs, which unfortunately proved to be quite vicious when one tries to run away, as Lorana did, unfortunately succumbing to it and allowing your disguised self for the first time to completely drop. Leanquist, attempting to leap towards their ally, discovers that they do not indeed look like their ally and loses themselves in a rage. Stagnatius flies above and is a commanding figure while Kithis and Ashira look on. And it is the crab's turn. You all look around as these numerous crabs are kind of swarming about, and they start to burrow deep into the sand until not a single crab is left. They are fleeing the battlefield. You are out of combat. However,
oh, fantastic,
Lorana, you are going to have to make a death save. We will stay in initiative for now. I'm just going to keep you two swapped because it's
what's happened.
I mean, it's academic, but
let's save.
To what?
Oh dear.
What roll was that?
Is that a
Ali?
1?
Do you roll a natural?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Ashura, you are 60 feet away. You can see that Lorana, or the person that you believe to be Lorana, at least from a distance, they look very similar, appears to be kind of not doing so well, shall we say. What would you like to do on your turn?
I'm going to start running towards them. I have 30 feet, so I'm going to use my action to dash as well, so hopefully I'll get to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bonus actions.
Why is everyone coming into the threat zone of Leanquist? We know what they do.
We don't, though.
Fair point. Fair point. Sorry.
She knows something's up, but she's just gonna fall to her knees. Lorana, and go to pat herself down and realize she's not wearing anything, and just shit. And that's my turn. I don't really have anything useful for bonus action.
Run, realize you're naked, and swear. That's perfect.
Right, Lean. You have got. You've had Stagnatius.
Yes.
Walking into your head. The crabs have all disappeared, so there is nothing in immediate range that you would have attacked otherwise, what are you going to do?
So, basically, what this comes down to, I really, really hope Lorana's going to be all right. I think the thing is that a new threat.
Hi. Okay, so we had some technical problems. Definitely wasn't me putting jam on the server again. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a quick recap, and then we'll show you a recording that the cast made a couple of days later where they picked up again. So you'll still get the end. It's all there. Just you're gonna miss a bit in the middle, and we're real sorry about that. All right, so when Lean was getting all ragey, Ashira ran over, and that made Lean stop being so ragey, cause he worked out that the fight was done. So he picked up Lorana's body, carried them over to Kithis, and then Kithis used a potion to heal them. So everything was good. Lorana spoke about the fact that they looked like a leonin sometimes, but they wanted to look like a lionfish. That's their true form, and that Stagnacious knew that this was of them still from beforehand, and Ashira didn't know that, but they all had a nice, this is cool, this is who you really are, that's nice. Lean also spoke about his past as a cleaner, and how he'd get really ragey, and that was really, they made him really good at his job, but made him real scary, and then it made him a bit sad, but everyone was like, you're cool, you're nice, we like you, it's all good. They all went back to town, and they were like, okay, what do we do now? Because we don't know who this Silver Siren person is, and they had a long think about it, and then they were like, well, what do we do? And Lorana said, I know, I'll talk to Aphrodite. And Aphrodite said, you need to be in the town square tonight. That's when everyone changes. That's when it goes real bad. It's all coming down tonight. Be in the town square. And that the remove curse won't work. That the wereshark in charge is too powerful. Oh. Yeah, and so the only way to stop them was to defeat the wereshark in charge. If they're defeated, everyone else stops turning. Done. Finito. All sorted. Anyway, so they start preparing in the town square. They get all their silver daggers and bullets and stuff, and Lorana tries to read the thoughts of the town crier of the herald, just to get an idea of what's going on with people and so on. They hadn't spoken to yet, and the person had no thoughts at all. Oh, and no emotions, and it was all a bit weird, and maybe they're involved, maybe they're not, but it wasn't clear. So they just asked Lean to keep an eye on them, if you know what I mean. And there was a crowd forming around the mayor's office, just being quite angry because they had all the crabs. They were like, "What the hell's up with the crabs, man?" They were really upset. And anyway, Stagnacious realizes that that's bad because the town square is where it's all going down. So he chivied them all into the town hall and was like, it's better if you're there. And Kithis helped, and together they put all those people in the mayor's office with the mayor, and that's where Sean's going to pick up again. So sorry about that. Enjoy the rest of the second half. Thanks folks. Bye. No more jam.
As you're having this conversation, you notice all of a sudden as the square grows dark, and those of you not in the middle of conversations and who might be able to look up and see, you notice that the sun had been dipping below the horizon, and there was a moon starting to peep through the clouds, but the sky has started to roil around. Thunderclouds in the shape of tidal waves appear to be covering, blanketing the remaining day, and a heavy rain starts to fall all around you. And as this rain falls upon certain members of the crowd, they start writhing. They start... their clothes start ripping as muscles start to grow exponentially beyond their original size. And you notice that there are 3 such individuals dotted amongst the crowd. People are starting to scream, starting to run towards the town hall where the mayor was trying to ferry them in, but now is very much more successfully being kind of pulled along with this tidal wave of bodies as they run from their town's friends and families. Could everybody please roll me initiative?
That fast? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't take them time to change.
We don't have a few seconds.
I was going to say, I think we should be ready though.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you would have been ready. It's not like I'm going to say, oh yeah, no, you've been caught with your pants down. Who was naked? Anybody naked still?
I thought that we had a long rest since.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't know. I didn't get hurt, but I didn't know if I had my Misty Step back or not.
I haven't pressed the long rest button. So I shall.
Hey, so I will take initiative the traditional way. Who got over a 20? What did you get?
25.
Oh, bloody hell, 25.
I was ready for this.
Yeah. I mean, you were in the best kind of vantage point.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly.
Anyone 15 to 20?
17.
Okay, just Lorana. 10 to 15?
10.
Just
sorry. I got a 16.
Oh, okay, well that's fine.
Sorry. I rolled a 12 and got distracted.
Easy to do.
I was just double checking because I forgot that I actually get advantage on initiative because of my longsword of warning. So it didn't matter though. It was 12
Not a problem.
and a 13. So.
Well.
Okay, so Stagnacious, you said a 10, yeah?
Correct.
Cool. Great, and I suppose I should roll for
everyone else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll group monsters together so you don't have to worry about
cool
that. Okay. And blimey. You'll be glad to hear that was not the weresharks that
sparked that off.
Got the okay. So you've seen these people starting to hulk out, and it's it is as I kind of said. As soon as the water starts touching their skin, like this is not a kind of minute-long painful transition. This is a very kind of
wow,
really really pushing their bodies to the limits. And Lean, you have been looking out for this. So what would you like to do on your turn?
So I'm up the building looking down. The immediate thing that came into my mind was that I'd like to try an Assassin's Creed jump somebody.
Yeah.
I do not know I think my acrobatics is pretty good, but I don't. Yeah, my acrobatics is good enough that I would like to try it if the DM thinks it's possible.
I mean, leaping off a building is absolutely possible. Yeah. Roll me an acrobatics.
Oh no! Suddenly I'm nervous about this. But yeah, so my intention is to deliver a silver dagger attack to the closest wereshark that I can land on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just taking the acrobatics check to see if I land on them, I'm assuming.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like see how easily you land. What'd you get?
It wasn't a natural 20. It was a 21, however, which I feel like should be enough.
Yeah, 21 definitely would be enough for you to just kind of angle yourself and kind of judge the aerodynamics of this to land on the back of this large shark-like being, avoiding the fin, which I imagine would be a bony protrusion.
I don't think it'd be bony because I think sharks are cartilage, but at the same time,
still stiff.
I don't want to dive on top of that. No, that's very true.
So yes, you managed to do this, and I'm assuming you get some sort of roguey assassin-y bonus to this as well.
Well, I'd hope so. I mean, I'm presuming it's about as surprising as it can possibly be, this attack, and that therefore. Actually, I don't. Well, technically, I don't think I get advantage on this attack. So do I?
No.
No. Yes. I would love to.
You were hiding on the roof, though, weren't you?
That's what I mean. I'm very aware that it's going to be a surprise. It's a question of whether the DM views that's...
Rule of cool, you leaping onto someone's back while they are transforming into a wereshark, which they're not expecting, and a 6-foot Harangon assassin has just leapt on their back. These are two surprising things that don't happen to everyone every day. So perfect. I think advantage is the least I can give you, yeah.
Cool. But in which case, now, interesting. Oh, no. Okay, because this is done specifically with the intention of killing someone, I think I am going to have to rage. Therefore, the weresharks had better watch out, but so would everybody else. So should everybody else in the square. This is going to be interesting. Okay.
You will watch as an angry rabbit of doom has leapt down onto one of the weresharks.
This is exactly what's happened. So, with the silver dagger, that's going to be with that, and I only get. That's a shame. You're kidding. Okay, so my one attack with my silver dagger, I've just rolled an 11.
An 11 is not going to do it. I'm so sorry.
All of my rage, all of my surprise,
even with advantage.
Oh no! Oh, okay, yes, that's what I needed to check.
That's a 12.
Oh.
12 in
Better
total.
than 11. Way better than 11, Ed.
Totally, but I'm pretty sure not enough still.
Their AC is 12, so you just managed it with the advantage.
Oh, thank God. Okay, wonderful. Fine.
Give your best shot.
Take your best shot. So that's +2 on that, which means... Okay, so 8 damage to start with, which is just the... okay. Yes. Then there's going to be the 2d6 sneak attack damage. Do I add +2 to that for the rage as well? Does the sneak damage get the rage damage extra?
I mean, the rage damage would be added to the attack anyway, so you only add it once, I believe.
Fine. So I add that at the beginning and then add the sneak damage. The sneak damage doesn't get a bonus from the rage damage. Okay, cool. No. In which case the total is 17 damage.
17, just enough that it's an annoying figure for me to have to subtract, but it's all good. Back in maths. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And as you say, that is your one attack.
Yes.
And it's in full because it's a silver dagger. So, anything else in your turn? Bonus action page, movement left off a building.
Yep. I think I'm fully done.
Critical hit. Did you roll that as a critical hit?
Forgive my... Oh man, I forgot about that. Yes, that's a really good point. Oh, thank God I've got people here who actually understand what's going on. Hang on.
It's been a long time since I played a rogue, so I definitely needed someone to help with that one.
Well, I think it's an assassin-specific feature. Yeah. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet, and any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit.
Fantastic. I don't know what that means in terms of this. That means I double the damage, doesn't it?
It means you double the dice. So any dice that you rolled, including your sneak attack, you can roll again and add that again. So
Okay.
You don't get the +2 rage, and you don't get your dexterity bonus. I'm guessing you're using dexterity.
Yes, definitely. But hang on, where's the? Oh, don't be annoying.
It's probably 2d6 for your sneak and 1d4.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a 1d4 extra. That's another 3 and 2d6 extra. I'll just roll them like that. It's easier. So another 10 in total, which brings it up to 27.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a hefty hit, and the wereshark certainly never saw it coming.
Just got a silver knife in his ear now.
Yeah. Right. I believe that's your turn over, though. So next down in my list is Lorana. Oh, you're muted.
So this is complicated because I think we heard that there is someone controlling these people. So I don't want anyone to kill them. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to kill them anyways. It's up to the DM to decide what happened to them. How far is Lorana from Lynn?
You were kind of milling around the middle, weren't you? Near, because you were scanning the town crier. So I'm kind of imagining that there's the weresharks have kind of appeared in a rough triangle, and with the point pointing down towards the coast, and Lean would have just leapt onto that one. So you're probably close enough if you're kind of near the fountain, which is almost dead center.
Okay. And what is your ruling about familiars? Do they act after me, or they can act during my turn?
I would say that because you have to use your action to.
No, they take their own action.
They do take their own action.
They take their own turn. Yeah.
I don't care. I think if you've got something that relies on your familiar going first, and then you do a thing, I'm totally happy for it.
Okay, so
it's a fun thing to do.
My familiar, which is a invisible pixie, is going to stop being invisible and get to Lynn and use the help action to give them advantage. Then Lorana is gonna run to Lynn, is gonna put a hand on the shoulder, and the classic let Aphrodite's love guide your path. And I'm gonna cast Warding Bond. So you get +1 to your AC.
Fantastic.
And now we're gonna share damage. So you take half and I take half. But because you're a barbarian, you take a quarter and I take the other quarter. And excellent. Because I cast a spell whatever, I can use my feature from the cleric type, which is Voice of Authority. When I use a spell slot of first level or higher, I can make one ally to use its reaction to make an attack. So Lee, please make an attack with advantage. And because it's a new turn, you can use your sneak attack again.
Yeah.
And I would just say, as Lorana puts their hand on your shoulder, just don't kill them, please. And that's
okay. Also, just if I'm not wrong, the creature still hasn't taken a turn.
No.
So it's also subject to your assassin stuff as well.
Merry Christmas, Ed.
Oh my God, that was one of the best turns I've ever been part of. That was awesome. The one problem is that the reaction that you get when Lorana tries to tell Lean to not kill them, please, is just along the line, because if the hand goes onto the shoulder there, it'll be a case of turning around.
Lorana has been in plenty of pirate ships, so she knows when rage comes in.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yes. Okay, cool. So, should I take this turn? Should I take this attack now?
Yes, please.
Perfect. In which case, Oh, my lord. So, let's do this again. Natural 20.
Oof.
This is going to hurt.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So, hang on. So, assassinate. You had the advantage anyway, but and then you hit is a critical hit, so it's not double. But I mean,
oh, is it not? Anyway, I mean it's fine. It definitely hits. So I will.
You know what? It's so ridiculously cool that I'm going to let you triple it. So I'm not going to let you quadruple.
That's fine.
But let's meet in the middle.
Yeah. That's sold. I'm absolutely okay with that. So hang on. The damage from the. Oh, there's +2 on that as well. Okay, so the damage from just the dagger, which is the dice are doubled, right? Oh, sorry, the dice are tripled, but I don't get treble on the plus.
Exactly. Yes.
Got you. So that is 19 from the dice, and then we will do the sneak attack. Oh, hang on. So then treble that. Dear God, that's, hang on, 26? No, hang on, 24. So what did I say was the first number?
19.
So that's 43.
Okay. And have you added your rage and your plus?
No, no, I haven't. Which is only, so that's only +2. So that's 45. And was there anything else? No, I think that's it.
Whatever your attack bonuses. Dexterity modifier usually.
No, I have already added that to start with, but I hadn't added the rage plus on it. So 45 in total.
45 at level 5 characters. That is 9 points of damage per level.
Yep, that's absurd.
Cool. Oh, more maths.
Ali, please let's play again together because that was awesome.
Right. Ali, is that your turn? You're muted again if you... Okay.
That was unbelievably effective.
Okay. Next up, as the crowds are kind of parting and it's kind of just being left with you and 3 folk who are kind of completing their changes at this point. You can see that a few townspeople have remained. So some of them have kind of overturned some market stalls and are kind of cowering behind them. You notice that the herald has kind of shrunk away into the fountain and is kind of next to the statue there. And the mayor and some other people are filtering into the town hall. One person who has not shied away is Tetch Gingertwine, the cleric of Talos, who is standing imposingly facing the onslaught. Sees that kind of Lean and Lorana seem to have this one in hand, and will instead turn to the nearest one to him and is going to cast Cool Lightning on it. So, oh, it's actually choose a point and each creature within 5 feet up, but they are spread out, so it's still only going to hit one. So that is a dexterity save for the wereshark. Oof, I don't think that's going to... Oh, wait, it was a save. It wasn't a hit. So it's the good way round. Yes, I'm pretty certain a 6. It does not beat my my DC. So that is for Cool Lightning a 3d10 lightning damage. It's not the best amount of damage I could have rolled, 2, 2, and a 4, but
yeah, that's not good.
All right. I mean, we don't want the NPCs to do the killing. You watch as these roiling clouds that have been blanketing the sky above you. Tetch calls upon his god to obtain dominion of the skies again and calls down some lightning to strike. And that is everything that he can do with his turn, because he hasn't really got any useful bonus action stuff. So,
did that happen to be against the cleric of the Temple of Lavanda?
I was just gonna say.
I will. Give me a history roll. Anyone?
Go on.
Anyone who cares.
Oh, okay.
I'm keen to do that as well. Hang on. Nope.
I mean, I'm not sure that I would have noticed. I just want to know. Like,
Oh, actually, what? Also, Lean is raging. There's no way he would have known. Oh, that's so infuriating.
I got.
I just got a natural 20, but unfortunately, if Lean is raging, he's not going to be. They're not going to be paying the attention at all. So, why did I do that?
You could notice whether the cleric was in the square beforehand.
I got a 19.
19. Okay. So, anything, Lean probably would have just had the perfect view and counted for everyone there, but did not pass on the information.
No.
However, Lorana's there. Lorana spotted. You did not notice the priest of Lathander in the square at all.
Ooh.
So,
interesting.
Whatever they've done, they've decided to kind of sequester themselves away for the full moon night. As much as Tetch, I imagine, would have loved to have electrocuted his feuding buddy. That is Tetch's turn. Ashira, you're up.
Okay.
Go.
The one that Tetra just called lightning on, that they're still up, correct?
Oh yeah, they're all still up.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna aim my gun at him. I'm gonna be like, that was real cool, but I'm about to be a little cooler. And I'm gonna go pop.
Nice.
Cool.
So that is a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. 12 damage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna hit him again.
Please do.
That is a 28 to hit.
Well.
And that is 8 damage.
Nice.
And let's see. Where's my shit. I forgot the hunter's mark, so I guess I'm gonna take my bonus action to hunter's mark it. I forgot I could do this.
I'm not cruel. This is quite a low level campaign, so if you add whatever bonuses you get for hunter's mark now, just
okay, cool. 1d6.
It's like one attack per turn, isn't
it? 2 attacks. Oh wait, no, well, the hunter's mark, yeah. I think it's 1 attack per turn.
I mean,
whenever you hit it with a net weapon attack, it doesn't really say per anything. Until the spell ends, you deal a 1d6 extra damage whenever you hit it with the weapon attack.
Yeah,
cool. So 6 for the first one.
Sweet.
And 6 for the second.
Right.
Damn. D&D Beyond be like, here you go. Make up for all these terrible rolls for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
Make up for it now. That's perfect.
Sweet. So bonus mark was Hunter's Mark. That bonus action was Hunter's Mark. Action, double attack. Anything else?
Nope, I'm going to stay right where I am.
Dues, I do not blame you. In that case, after Ashura, it is Kithis.
I think can Kithis kind of spot, like, is there a clear space where one of them are, or like have people run away from them enough that how close are these weresharks to each other?
I would say about only about 30 foot on a side. It's not quite an equilateral triangle, but for the purposes of me being lazy, it is. So yeah, roughly 60 feet away from each other. One of them, like as I say, has Lean and Lorana right in close to it. The other two have been given a very wide berth.
Okay, but they are 60 feet away from each other as well.
Yes.
Oh no.
I want them to be
Let's say
close to
60
each
or
other.
like 30. So you've got the town square, but they're all kind of, they were gathered in close at the time. So yeah, it's 30 feet.
Is there anything different looking about any of them?
You watch them all transform in front of you, so they all appear to be, and I think Lorana would have spotted if Garen had been there. So no, they all appear to be the same.
Okay, so let's just do the thing and run up to one of them and just attack.
I thought you were going to say give him a little kiss on the head.
Of course. I'm like, oh,
nice shot.
I'm gonna grab them. So like give them a conk on the head with my thing and grab them so I can go in for a kiss. No. Don't think wereshark at this point in time can consent, so I wouldn't do that.
Also, the amount of teeth that sharks have, I just feel like a kiss would be dangerous.
Yeah.
This conversation has taken a very weird turn.
Maybe that's a key.
Would
Some
you
people
kiss
like
a shark?
No. God,
I think Lorana's into that.
100%.
Okay. Sorry, that was a 22 to hit.
22 hits, please roll me.
Nice.
Yeah. That is an 8 damage.
Okay.
It's very
medium.
All right, people have done 8. You know, let's ignore the rogue and the buttload of damage.
Yeah, just ignore the amount of damage that the past 2 turns have had. And yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I have, I guess, gotten a bit closer than I would have liked, maybe.
Bonus action. Would you like to use any of your samurai features to try and score a critical? Anything like that? Or are you going to save them for misses?
I would say save. I think we could do a big hit like that later.
I'm, you know what? It just gives myself an advantage on weapon, and I've already rolled the damage. But you know what? I will kind of. Might as well just give it a go. We'll give it a go. See if I can roll it.
Sorry,
No, that was
samurai is this
so
type?
much less. It's fighting spirit, so I gave myself advantage on the weapon attack roll.
Okay, so not.
But it doesn't matter. I still gave myself 5 temp HP, so that's why.
That will help.
Cool. Action, bonus, movement, all done?
Yeah. I'm just gonna be right there.
Right.
Hoping I don't get cursed. Oh, I really hope that. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not going to turn into a shark.
We'll find out, because next up it is the weresharks.
Yeah.
So I've got one that is next to Lorana and Lean, and one that's next to Kithis, and one that has been shot at and electrocuted, and is not happy about either of these things.
Excellent.
So I think the first one is going to use one attack on Lean, one attack on Lorana. So I will go alphabetically by character name. So Lean.
Okay.
You take this first. I think that's probably going to hit. That is a 24.
Oh, okay. Yes. I was thinking, like, with the +1 that I'd got from Lorana, that would have been... But no, 24 is always going to smack me down a bit.
At least you've got the warding bond. So that is a 12 on the damage. I'm pretty certain it's just... Yeah, it doesn't count as magical or anything. So you halve it to 6, and then you halve it again. You take 3, Lorana takes the other 3.
Yes.
Oh, totally take that. That's great.
Then the one against Lorana, unfortunately, it doesn't work both ways.
Oh, does it not? Okay.
No, it doesn't.
That is a 21 to hit.
Oh.
It hits.
And you take Maths, 11.
Nice.
I think that'll be all right.
I think you'll probably survive, yeah. Kithis, you're going to take both of these claw attacks. So the first one, that is another 24 to hit.
Oh.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
The second attack,
5 points every hit point.
you are now bleeding. Oh wait, did that only your temporary hit points?
5.
It also ate 3 of mine. So.
Okay. So weresharks have blood frenzy. Now that you have taken damage, next attack has got advantage.
Okay, I didn't think about that. Thank God we did quite a lot of damage to start with.
So that's either an 18 or it's a 21. To the hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Oh well.
There's only 6 points of damage though. This shark is slashing at you. And then the other one is going to go for Tetch, because I'm imagining that Ashira is kind of a bit further off. So that hits him. For a total of 10, but he's going to use his Wrath of the Storm reaction to force the shark to take to make a dexterity saving throw. Right, all of the balls to juggle right now. 10 damage off of. Oh, he is not gonna have a look good after this. Right, and a dexterity save for the shark, which... Help me, spellcasters, why can't I see my DC? Oh, there it is. It does not make the save DC, so it takes... I will sort out the damage, actually. 2d8 lightning. That was one attack for the... wereshark. It now has advantage on Tetch. That was only 3 points of lightning damage.
Wow.
Every little helps.
Yeah, exactly. So that is either definitely hits. It does not crit. Okay, so Tetch takes another 10.
Does anybody mind about Tesh? Do we want to save Tesh? Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Not that bothered.
I didn't really get a chance to talk. Wait, did I get a chance to talk to anyone?
While we decide the fate of one of your allies, Stagnacious, is your turn.
Okay, right. I'm assuming there are no weresharks currently about my person.
You are not within 5 feet of a wereshark. No.
Amazing. I'll use my gem flight so the big sapphire wings will spring forth from my back, and I'm going to head up into the sky. Looking down, I would like to capture as many in this 40-foot cube as I can. Sean, you can dictate that for me. So up to 6 creatures that would fit in a 40-foot cube. Could they make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
So you... Because they're 30 foot away and it's a roughly equilateral triangle, you could get all of these. However, you will also... Does it target people that you don't want to?
No, it's 6 creatures of your choice. So
okay.
I will choose
3 weresharks and no one else.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Yes, so what was that? Dexterity saves?
Wisdom, please.
Wisdom. I'm pretty certain they're not.
I would be amazed.
That is a 5. That is a 1.
We like those, Sean. Keep those coming. Those are our favourite numbers.
Yeah.
And that is a 10.
Okay. So Stagnacious in the air, similar to the priest earlier, using the clouds as a sort of starter for this, is going to cast slow on all three. So the clouds kind of ripple in like the waves and then pull back like the waves going out to sea. And as they pull back, these creatures just slow down. Their forms begin to really stutter and slow. So what's going to happen? Their speed is halved.
Mm-hmm.
They take a -2 penalty to their AC and dexterity saving throws. They cannot use reactions. When their turn comes up, they can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. And regardless of their abilities, they can only make one attack per turn if they have multi-attack.
Nice, which they do, or did. Cool. And they get to re-roll, or it's only if you get...
Yes, a creature affected by the spell or makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Sweet. Yes, you watch as the sharks suddenly appear to be moving as if they're swimming through treacle. Cool.
There's an idea.
Anything else in your turn, or is that action bonus?
No, actually, what I'm going to do just as a free action is shout down to Lorana. Lorana, my dear, please make sure that Linquist is all right. They look rather cross, and I just want to make sure they're not going to harm themselves or any one of us. That's all I'm going to say.
At the end of your turn, as you kind of have launched yourself into the air, you catch just out of the corner of your eye a familiar-looking figure stalking around the corner. You notice Garen rounding the corner, wielding what appears to be a rather nasty-looking fishing trident. It's kind of like two-pronged, so it's got like a long bit and then one fork with a serration. And he has entered the battlefield, but will take turns with the other sharks for my benefit, because I'm tired.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but you have noticed that he has come in, and he appears to already be in hybrid form.
Ooh, okay.
Top of the round, it is Lean.
Nothing is going to stop Lean from battering this thing further forward. So it has had a turn.
Mm-hmm.
It is no longer surprised, but I do have an ally within
5 foot of it.
So I can still do the damage, the extra damage. Sweet. In which case, there will be another attack. Okay.
Its AC is now reduced because it is slower.
19.
Well, that would hit anyway. So.
Yes. I think we're all good. So
I just sneak.
Well, hang on. The damage from the basic thing first is a mighty 5. And then... Oh, no, hang on. It's 7 because I get the rage bonus, yeah. So 13 in total.
Nice. And it's nice.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I need to do that I need to do this for next turn. Basically, I can frenzy. I will frenzy from next turn, I think.
Okay. I don't mind if you want to. It gives them advantage on you as well, though, doesn't it? Is it that one that I'm thinking of? Frenzy?
No. That's reckless attack, which I can do as well. Yes. No, rage means that I can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on. Oh no, that's perfect actually. Yes, so I'm going to be I frenzy, and that means I'm just hacking away, and it means I can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of the turns after this one. So that makes sense. But what it means is that when I stop from my rage, I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Cool. No worries at all.
So next time, I just remember.
Is that everything on your turn then?
Yes.
Cool. Lorana, you are next.
So I think we're gonna repeat that amazing last round, but this time we're gonna cast Shield of Faith. So now it's +2 to Lean AC.
Does that stack? So I've got +1, and this is amazing. Turning me
So
into a
that
killing machine.
is my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a reaction, you can use your...
thing again. Yeah. Bonus attack again. Great. Let's do that. Okay. Does that mean that it's a critical? Because it's unexpected, but it has already happened once.
They've already had their turn.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that your familiar is doing the same thing and giving advantage.
The help, yes.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So, yep, that's 19 again.
Sweet.
And so then, come on. So that's 10, and then that's the damage. Then there's the damage for the sneak attack. Plus 2 is 18 in total. So you just doubled my damage again. Thank you.
Cool.
No, go ahead.
No. I was trying to ask if there's anything else.
So I still have my action. So so my familiar is going to use the help action, but then he's going to move to give this. And then I am going to move back to be like in a triangle between Kithis, Ashira, and Lynn.
Cool. And just to take reactions because slow. Am I right? Fantastic.
And I think as my action, that's good, but maybe next. Yeah, let's do it.
Many plans.
So Lorana rises their shield and is gonna cast Order Demand. Every creature, so the weresharks, could they please make a Wisdom saving throw 14 or be charmed?
Nice.
First one is a 5. That's the one that you are fighting. Next one is a 1. This is not exactly what I roll. If I roll a 10, I might have to move to physical dice. And a 13.
The really good save rolls you did before.
So
I haven't passed one yet.
Nope.
Until the end of my next turn, if they are charmed to me, and if they are holding something, I can make them to drop it.
Okay. They are not holding anything purely because they were townsfolk who, just suddenly dropped it. What was the distance on that?
That was 30 feet. No.
30 feet. Okay, so
yes, 30 feet.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to catch Garen in that anyway. Okay, cool. All good.
Yes.
Fantastic. Right. It is Tetch's turn. Tetch is being beset by this wereshark.
Last long.
Sorry?
It won't last long. Hopefully.
I think he's gonna. Or is it Thunderwave?
Ooh, nice. I like a Thunderwave.
Yeah. Going to upcast Thunderwave.
Spicy.
So that is a Constitution save, which I think is not going to be their worst. +3.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, but that is only a 12 on the dice, so it does not beat Tetch's save DC.
Wow.
So 2d8 thunder damage. And then also gets pushed 10 feet away from Tetch. 15 points of thunder damage. Clearly, being under mortal peril gave him suddenly a reason to be good.
Great, yeah.
And he's going to move 30 feet away from it, so he's now 40 foot back. Probably in a similar place to Ashira at this point. And again, doesn't really have any decent bonus actions. So that is Tetch's turn. It is now Ashira's turn.
With cold lightning, is that a concentration?
I don't think.
I can't remember how often you can, unless that's a different spell.
I think that's, yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be thinking of a different spell.
There definitely is one where you keep calling it, but I don't think that's. I think Call Lightning is just doing it once.
I mean, you have just pointed out to me that he could add an extra D10 to the damage because he was already in stormy conditions and took control of the storm. But no, it is concentration.
It is.
Yeah, up to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10-minute duration, and then as I don't know if it's an action or a bonus action to continue to.
Yeah, the thing is, he wanted to get away from it, so.
It's an action.
Thunderwave Thunderwave is not. I think it's still an action to.
Yeah. It's an action. I can never remember. It's a while since I've played.
Yeah, it is your action.
My druid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good thought, but he was definitely more keen to. This was the thunder that came from the lightning, so it's like lightning and then a slightly delayed.
Brilliant! I love that. That's really cool.
Right. Sorry. Yes, Ashira. That is
Okay. So the one that he just the one that I shot last time, the one that he just ran away from or thundered away from, that still has my hunter's mark on them, right?
It does indeed. And you have 2 bullets left in your gun.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna fire them both.
Cool.
So, that was my damage. I was like, why is that so low? That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits for all your damage. Well, you rolled your damage. What was it?
Yeah, 10 damage.
Reroll it. It doesn't count.
Okay.
It's lower.
It was
6 damage.
Oh,
it was before the attack, and he said it was low. So.
Yeah, and then that's 2 damage for my hunter's mark, and then I'm gonna boom again. That's a 12 to hit.
12 still hits.
Okay, shoo, it's pretty hard for me not to hit them, thankfully. That is 14 damage.
Oof.
And did we say it was an action or a bonus action to...
Bonus action to reload.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to do that then.
Reload. Cool.
Nice.
And I'm done. If that's action bonus, are you moving? There's a priest decided to kind of join you. Are you going to... No.
There's nope.
Nope.
Cool. All good. Then after Ashira turn, it is Kithis. You're up.
Okay. So there's a shark in front of me.
Yep.
Where did the shark that they were, the wereshark that they were shooting, that Ashira shot at, get moved to?
It kind of got shunted into the fountain. Not into the fountain, but hit it. And... So it's like 20 foot closer. No, it's not 20 foot closer. 10 foot closer. It is now 20 feet away.
Yeah. So the triangle is still vaguely there. It's just now one of the sides has got shorter, so it's just coming towards us all. Okay.
I just want them all to be closer. And where is Garen?
Rounding the corner furthest from you. So I'm kind of imagining Ashira is on the eastern side, and Garen has kind of stalked around that corner. You are on the western side. Am I getting? Yeah, no, that is right.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the western side fighting the shark there.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna be boring, and I'm gonna. I want to throw my trident, but it's not a magical weapon, which is the sad, sad thing.
If you're doing damage, you're not being boring, I do assure you.
I know, but I'm like...
I mean, you can always use your Tides of Chaos.
Oh.
Yeah, but that doesn't...
Turn into a purple worm, go on.
Help. Sorry? No, but
turn into a purple worm, go on.
Some of them will help.
That's not a possible.
Just don't roll a 16 or a 17.
Something else can happen.
Yeah, there are plenty of things which are fun and...
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, I don't know if you'd let me do this because I really want to throw my trident, but I really want to. I want to make it magic first, but I think it's only on a melee. Actually, it's only on a melee. Never mind. Makes me sad. I am just gonna.
Was this booming blade by any chance?
No.
That would have been an awesome idea.
No, it would have been so much fun if it was. No, I am just gonna do a slashy slash.
Stab.
To the shark in front of me.
Cool.
As
Roll
usual,
your-
and I'm gonna get those. Well, I rolled it, but it hasn't shown up for me. I don't know why it didn't.
Can anyone see what Kithis' attack was?
No, it's a 19 to hit.
19?
Got it.
Yeah.
I can hit.
Yeah. And
Cool.
then I'm gonna
How much?
7 damage.
7 is better than 6 and all preceding numbers.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run towards the center, not close enough to the thing, but basically just kind of getting away from this other shark.
Cool. It is slowed, so that is fine. How far are you running, just for my benefit? Your full movement, 30?
I'm running towards Ashera.
Okay.
No, wait, where is Stagnacious? You're in the air, but
above us.
Okay.
Above the fountain, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Okay.
that's the most dramatic, Sean.
There's a statue of a nude octopus-esque woman kind of exalting you, flying above.
Sounds about right. And my robes will
What I
be
wanna
going up
do
like
is I-
Marilyn's.
I want to run towards
Nice.
the east, and then I want to run towards the east. Use
30-foot movement will take you sort of past one, so there is a wereshark kind of close to you.
Yeah.
You get away from one, you're close to the one that's kind of just currently leaning against the fountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Cool. I'm sure it is. Is that everything on your turn?
Yeah, I can't. I don't really have anything to with bonus actions that I can do.
Okay.
At least I don't think so. I might be completely ignoring method, but next turn maybe.
Next time.
Possibly.
It'll be fine.
Right, it is now the sharks' turns. They only have a 30-foot speed on land, but so the one that Kithis just ran away from is just going to have to kind of stalk closer, probably to the one that is currently being grappled by Lean and Lorana. So that one's stalking 15 feet towards that because it's slow, but the one that's near the fountain has just had someone dart past it and is going to engage. So you are taking a bite attack as it kind of launches itself slowly at you as you walk past. And it with advantage because you're bleeding.
I'm gonna shield, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Like, it's probably not gonna be worth it, but like as this shark kind of lunges towards Kithis, he kind of startles, and his kind of second set of arms kind of comes up, and like this kind of purple sheen, kind of almost like an after effect, an after image of the purple hands.
Does a 19 hit you?
Not with shield.
Then it was worth doing.
Well done.
Okay, and it's that's the bite attack. It can't do anything else. I've only got one other shark that can do something, which is the one fighting Lean and Lorana. I'm going to roll a d6 to determine who it's more pissed off by.
Hang on. I think Lorana moved away, is the thing. I think
you
it's all
did,
Lean.
didn't you?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's all Lean.
It's all Lean. You're taking a bite.
Fine.
You've taken damage as well, haven't you?
Yes.
So I get advantage, which is good because I don't want that 3 on the dice. I said I don't want the 3 on the dice. Oh, it's a 17. I can
17?
I can only see the 3. It's 17 plus 5, so it's a 22.
Oh, that's so annoying. Because of Lorana's ministrations, I'm on 21.
Oof, yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, but at least it's not a crit or anything like that. So bite attack, you take 1d10.
I think that's going to be touch wood. I think that's going to be fine.
That is 9 points of damage, halved for you. down to 4 because we round down.
Great.
Halved, so 2 to you and 2 to Lorana. You are also going to have to make a save for me.
Okay.
A Constitution save.
Aha. Okay.
Interesting thing about Warding Bond, is it the damage or is it the teeth? I think it's probably the teeth, so I won't be making Lorana also roll. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, no, also I receive damage, so I make a concentration check for Shield of Fate. I got a 14, so I'm fine.
Nice. Thank goodness. I only got an 8 on my Constitution save.
Ooh. You feel a bit weird.
We have another shark.
Oh.
Baby shark. Baby shark. Baby shark.
Absolutely.
Okay. We will see what happens on your turn in that case. And Garen has been stalking around the corner, is going to head towards head towards the one that looks like the biggest threat, which is probably Lean. So Garen is going to make an attack on you as well, and I'm afraid Blood Frenzy. So
yep,
that is either a 22, which is going to hit you
again.
It is only a 22. It's not a crit.
Okay.
And you're already infected, so you don't have to make the Constitution save again. But that is another 9, half to 4, half to 2.
Great. This is so effective.
And let's see.
Oh,
it's not slowed, so has multi-attack as well.
Oh,
I just realized I made a level spell. Sorry.
Oh, yes, please do roll me a.
It's a 16.
Chicken,
okay, cool.
Chicken.
Really? Right now?
Yeah, that would not be helpful.
I will kick that chicken just for you to come
Why
back.
would you kick the chicken?
For you to come back.
Kick the chicken, kick the chicken, kick the chicken.
According to Stagnacious, if I die as a chicken, I
That's
die
it,
in real
I'm
life.
afraid. Yes, this is a permanent fixture.
Second attack does not hit you, you'll be happy to know.
Oh, thank God.
So that is the current state of things, everything. Please can Stagnacious, your turn.
Right, so we've seen 1 near Kithis and 2 near Linquist.
One's approach. Oh yeah, there are 2 near Linquist and there's 1 more approaching. So the one that was fighting Kithis is kind of halfway there.
Okay. As much as I'd like to go for the big one, I'm going to go for the one approaching, knowing it's slowed and will have -2 to the dexterity saving throw, whatever that means. Could it make a dexterity saving throw as I'm going to survey the market stall around me, see that there have been barrels and stalls overturned and surely all sorts of things like fish and corn on the cobs. And I'm going to use some produce as my ammo for catapult.
Oh,
so
amazing. That was only a 4, so.
Not quite what you needed. That would be 19 points of force damage. No, bludgeoning damage, excuse me.
That is a hefty corn cob.
It is.
Oh, yes. All right. Sam. Ooh, is it magic? It is magic for this spell.
Yeah.
Cool.
Applied by magic.
Yeah. You belt this wereshark around the head with an ear of corn. Clip it around the ear with an ear.
Amazing. That's going to be it from me for the moment. I'm just going to be watching the scene.
Ready.
Hoping no one gets hurt. Worried about Lean.
Okay. Well, back to the top of the round. It is Lean's turn.
The same thing is going to happen. Let's just keep moshing on this. So, now, Lorana's nowhere near me. Nowhere near anymore. But the sprite is also gone, so I can't get I don't get advantage on this one, which is annoying, but should be fine. Okay, so 26 to hit.
Really good.
And 8 damage in total.
Okay, Sorry, and was that against the one that you've been wailing on? Or?
Yes, that nothing. So that's what I mean. Nothing is changing because whilst but there is going to be an extra hit because of the frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
So an extra attempt at least. So.
Oh, you have a hand up. You're muted.
At the end of the creature's turns, at the end of the weresharks who are slowed turns, they need to make a wisdom save. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, that's all right. It doesn't matter. I just rolled a 1, so it's not happening.
No. What was your first amount of damage? So one of them has rolled a 16.
Me. What?
Yes, on the wisdom saves. I've got 16, 17.
They needed a 15, so...
Also, they're back in line.
It all started so well, now it seems to be unraveling.
Yeah, so two of them have snapped out. That is, thankfully for you, the two that had taken the most damage so far. So potentially the ones that will be going down sooner. Sorry, Ed. Third time lucky. Yeah. What was your damage?
Right. So for the initial attack, the total damage was 8.
8.
And for the second one, I just rolled a natural 1 to hit.
Did you? I suppose you don't have an ally now within the thing. Okay,
no,
8.
That's the problem.
No worries. Okay. Everything on your turn?
They're not going to be thinking straight enough to do anything else. Oh no, because I've used up my bonus action as well with that attack. So yeah, the only thing I could do was move, and I don't want to.
Okay. Lorana, then it is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
My pixie is gonna move back to Lynn because now I'm close to Kithis and I can admin my healing. Now, Lorana knows the children quite well. Would Lorana know who is more likely to die the soonest? In the sense of who is more damaged?
Roll me a free insight check.
Okay.
See how well you can read this battle.
Nice, 24.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I would say that people can give you a bit of an idea. I think realistically, it's probably you or Tetch.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I mean, because of your ministrations, Lorana, I'm fine.
But Kithis has taken damage.
Oh, remember I'm a fighter.
What does that mean?
One, I can use a feature to get temporary hit points, and also if I get bad, I can second wind. So
Lynn is gonna feel that through my familiar, I'm gonna cast heal, cure wounds at second level.
It really doesn't need to be at second level.
It's okay. I have spells.
If you're no longer missing any hit points, sharks will not have advantage against you.
Make it second level.
Oh shit, my everything. How can I just get a 2 plus? Yeah, 5. Sorry.
Oh,
that's 5. Wait. There is something wrong because I should be rolling. Yeah, 5 plus 1 more d8. Sorry, give me a second.
That's okay.
12 points of healing.
Oh, I am spick and span. All of a sudden, I am right back up to.
And because I used a spell slot on you, please, you know the drill.
Oh, I can just get to attack again.
Yes.
Oh, yep, perfect. Okay.
So the magic is not only like healing, but it's also empowering and inspiring.
That's brilliant. So yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
Hits. Roll your damage.
Hang on, I'm just going to check because I've got the... Okay, I was checking to see whether it was going to be a crit. It isn't. But I would say now, does the familiar count as having an ally within 5 feet?
Yeah, go on then.
Sweet! Okay, cool. In which case... so that's 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sneak attack... Wow! 18 in total. That was a big sneak attack.
They are not looking healthy after that one. No.
Yes!
Okay.
Take them down.
Is that everything on your turn, Ali?
So Lorana is gonna take a big breath and is gonna roar at them. now that we know that Lorana is actually a lion people, don't enroll all the creatures between 10 feet. So maybe not all of them. Wisdom saving throw 14, please.
Okay.
Go for it.
You are close to Lean, so there's 3 close enough to you.
Yes.
Okay, I will do Garan first.
Oh, I want to take down Garan.
That's going to be a 19, I think. They've got a plus as well. Yeah, no. Garan is fine. The other 2, though. 2. Slightly better, a 13, but you said a 14.
14.
Yeah, so the 2 weresharks fail.
As the spines of Lorana just spike on their body, they roar and they are afraid of me. So they have disadvantage on attacks as long as they can see me.
Cool.
And I'm at full health. Oh, this is going so well.
They actually will have disadvantage. Nice. Is that everything on your turn? As a legendary action, at the end of your turn, Garan is going to make a mauling pounce on you.
No way.
So that is, and this does not provoke opportunity attacks either.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. Right, so.
Legendary, is it?
And you're missing hit points.
Yeah.
Because you've been taking it through Warding Bond. So that is either a 25. It's a 25. You're muted again.
Come back. Yes.
Yes. You're there.
You need to tie your hands to your side so that you can't do that. Okay. That is another 11 points of damage.
Guys, your healer is in yellow light.
Oh, okay.
And let me do, so that is a Constitution saving throw for concentration. That's a 17. I'm fine.
Okay, good.
Save
the healer, for
Can
God's
you
sake.
also make me a strength saving throw?
Me?
Yeah.
Strength?
Yes, please.
No.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
None of us are good at this strength stuff.
A big 0.
You've also been knocked prone as this, as they've
it's fine.
jumped on you.
Okay.
That is the end of your turn, though, and it is now Tetch. Tetch has seen what's going on with you, and is going to call out to you. Unfortunately, Tetch does not have any more 3rd level spots, but will 2nd level healing word on Lorana. So it's 2d4.
Lola, if you were talking, we can't hear you.
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
I saw your mouth moving and I was like,
What is happening here? Yeah.
Ali, you get another 10 points of healing as this thingamy comes at you. And Tetch is also going to use, because that was a bonus action, and is still concentrating on Call Lightning.
Nice.
Is going to, now is it the same? Oh no, it's chooses a new point, I guess. I think,
yeah.
Or is it the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can,
Okay.
you can choose a new. Yeah. Well.
It's a 60-foot radius, so any point within that.
is going to pick a point between the wereshark that Lean is fighting and the wereshark that is approaching, but is going to deliberately blast the area between the two so that you're not, and Lorana is also not.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, that also means that the wereshark on top of Lorana isn't in the area, but that will be dexterity saving throws, which they are famously not great at. A 9 and a second one succeeds, but that's still that's still words. Use your words. Still half damage at least. So the one on Lean who passed the save, possibly kind of slightly deflecting, took enough damage to die anyway. So is just kind of blasted by this lightning. You just watch as the skeleton inside gets illuminated, and then they drop to the floor. Indeed, and the other one takes the full brunt of it.
Awesome.
And it's also not great. Cool. End of Tetch's turn. It is Ashira. You're
Okay, so was the one that I had my hunter's mark on, that's still up?
Still up? Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep blasting them.
Nice.
Cool.
24.
24 hits. Yep. Roll me damage.
12, and then so 14 damage total. And I'm gonna do it again.
Cool.
15.
15 hits. Roll your damage.
Let's see, where'd it go? 12 damage total.
Nice.
And I don't really think I can do much else useful with my
bonus action.
Yeah, I can only do my hunter's mark, and so if he's still up, I can't do much else.
Does action surge take your bonus?
It does not. I guess I thought, I keep forgetting this is it. So yeah, no, I guess I'm gonna use that. And shoot 2 more times. I want this dude down. He's pissing me off.
Nice.
14. So that's 11 plus 12. 12 total. Sorry, 11 plus 1.
Awesome.
Rolling my d6. 12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Hits.
11 damage, and then plus my d6. Are you serious? Another one, so 12 total damage.
Oh.
Okay. They are significantly lower than they started though, so but still standing.
Good work.
Why won't you just die?
You haven't used your bonus action either, have you? But you have 4 shots.
Say what?
You've taken 4 shots because of action surge. Would you like to use
I
your
use my bonus action to reload. Yep.
Nice.
No worries. Are you going to use your movement? Okay. Kithis, you're up.
Okay.
And next to a wereshark again, which is still slowed.
That one's still slowed, yes.
No, it's not. Sorry, this one is not still slowed, but it is also. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong stats. This one is not the slowed one, but it is very close to death.
Deal with it.
Huh. Damn.
Finish
I
it.
want to help Lorana. Okay, we're fine. How close is everything together now? Like, are we getting a bit closer?
Not really. You kind of moved a little bit closer to Ashira and Tetch. Lean is still on the other side of the fountain. Lorana is rolling around on the floor with another wereshark. It's still kind of about 30 feet between the enemies at this point.
Okay, it's fine. I will do a slashy slash.
Cool. Roll me your attack.
It is a 22 to hit.
Hits. Roll me your damage. I'll tell you what you need.
10.
Well, you Easily hit 5. So yes, easily
Amazing.
take this wereshark out as you as it engages you. Anything else? Bonus actions?
I do. Okay, you know what? How
Now's the time.
Yeah, like the one next to the one that's on Lorana.
Mhm.
Like, how close is that? Like, can I get to it?
Yeah.
And that's Garen? Garen. And is there another wereshark in 5 feet of it?
No, because Garen had to kind of run to where Lorana had moved away.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I think it's about 15 feet away.
Yeah. I just really want to do the cool thing.
Well, do the cool
Do
thing.
it anyway.
Yeah, do
Sorry
it now.
about it. Right. Okay. So but one of them in front of Lena's dead. So there are 2 sharks left.
Yeah.
Big boss shark and little shark.
Okay.
Destroy.
Trying to avoid saying baby shark.
I'm still gonna do I'm still gonna do. I'm gonna grab my. I'm just gonna run and hit that. I'm gonna action surge
Nice.
so that I can go and attack Garen.
Munch. Good work.
Mhm. So, additional action to come and attack. So I'm running forward, and I'm going to. No, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. Running forward, and I'm taking my trident, and I'm actually going to shout. And as I shout, it begins to take on this aura of kind of green flames. I'm going to chuck it almost ahead of myself, but going to run to catch up with it and then stab it down on Garen's back.
Awesome.
Nice.
Do that.
Get out.
Roll me your attack, please.
Yeah, sorry. Ignore that I just rolled. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Wait, why does it keep doing that? It didn't roll the thing that I wanted it to.
It's all right.
Why don't you roll? Oh, it hates me. It hates me. I did nothing. You know what? I'm going to do it again. I want it to work.
Okay. So is this
So that is a 22. This is a fighting spirit. I'm
Nice.
yeah.
spending
This is fighting spirit. So oh wait, no. Did I use I haven't used bonus action actually. So yeah, I can use that. I've given myself another 5 temp HP.
Mhm.
But I did get a 22 to hit. Does that hit Garen?
hit? Yep.
Okay. Now
Mhm.
the damage that I rolled now works. Okay. The damage I rolled was a 6 and a 4. So that is 10 damage from Green Flame Blade.
Mhm.
And the normal +3. So 13 damage. should be.
13 total. Nice.
Yeah, I think it says on a hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal effects, and you can cause the green fire to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice, but that's not going to happen. Spell damage increases. So actually, no, there's another 3. So it is 16 damage in total.
Nice.
And that was 10 of that was fire damage.
Okay, cool. I'm not sure if fire is super effective against.
So it was a
creatures, but-
magic. It was a spell.
Yes.
Well, it was a cantrip, but it was
Yeah,
it
so you
was a
don't have to roll on your fun table.
No.
That's fine. But that was action and bonus. Anything else on your turn?
No, I don't think I can. I've done a move and I've done 2 actions because I've done my action surge. So
Okay. It is the creature's turn. So I'm just going to determine whether the one that was slowly moving towards Lean, is going to continue moving towards Lean rather than turn around
Anyone
and
else?
go to Garen. So is still slowed, so moves 15 feet, but just makes it to you. However, is at disadvantage, and and you don't have any hit point lost either. So
no.
Pretty certain that's not going to hit you because one of those was a 3. That one, 22 would have hit, and it was actually an 8, but that will not hit. So,
no, that's fine.
Yep, you are fine, and slow, so only gets 1 attack. Geran, however, is going to keep on Lorana, and you have lost hit points, so the 2 attacks are at advantage, which is good because one of those was a 1. Good for me, not so good for you. Or 12, that is. Okay. Yeah, nothing. I'm rolling like me again.
Hooray!
Yeah,
thank you.
Hooray for you. Okay. That is their turns. So, Stagnatius, you're up.
Right. Well, I'm going to risk it for a ship's biscuit, and I am going to cast slow again, dropping the slowed current one, and hoping to encapsulate all of the remaining
nice
sharks, including Sharky McSharkface, who's eating Lorana right now.
Yes.
So a wisdom save all round, please.
Right. Geran got an 11.
Does not
Go
beat
to
50.
burn a legendary resistance.
Geran's a douche.
Sorry.
That's so.
The other one's only a 12, though.
Okay,
So you do at least maintain slow on the one that was slowed.
got you. Okay, that's fine. That's it for me. Actually, is it? Who else is around Lorana out of us? Kithis, did you moved close, didn't you? Okay, so
Yeah,
seeing
I'm
Kithis
right
down
up
there, I'm going to move to the other. I'm going to fly down to the other side of where Lorana is. As a woo, come and get me distraction technique.
Please tell me that's what Stagnatius does.
That is exactly what Stagnatius says. Yes.
Allowing for some flanking to happen.
Yes, sure.
Okay, cool. I think we're in the end game here. So, Lean, top of the round.
Gotcha. So there is one that is engaged with me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any possibility? Oh no, I've got the sprite, so that's fine. From that point of view, in which case, first thing to roll will be the first attack with advantage, which is lovely. Well, 25, that'll do. I was going to say, would 13 have hit? Yeah, I think it would have done.
13 would have hit, yes. But 25 also definitely hits.
So the damage. Oh, again, that's excellent. So that's 9 damage. The sneak attack, on the other hand. Oh, pants. 15 in total.
Nice.
And then the. Yes?
No.
I was going to say the second attack because I've got the frenzy happening.
Mm-hmm.
So that. Oh, you bastard. That's 15.
Yeah, hits.
Hits as well. Oh, that's annoying. So 7 damage from that in total. And I can only do sneak attack once per turn, can't I? Okay. So so that's 7 damage in total.
7. Nice.
The second one.
Every little is definitely helping in this case. Anything else in your turn?
No, because I don't want to. Wait a minute. How close is the other? Because there's only 2 sharks. How close is the other one? Because the other one's the big bad, right?
Yes, the other one's a big bad and is about 30 foot away because that's how far Lorana kind of.
Also, I'm raging. That would be a tactical thought. There is no space for tactical thoughts in Chris' head at the moment.
Okay. Right. Well, that's action bonus, and you're not going to move. So, Lorana, you are muted, I think.
I haven't said anything.
Sorry.
At least not yet.
Lorana is lying on the ground, like on the beach, wondering about life in itself. but there is business to do. So, how many weresharks are still alive?
Big one and a little one.
Mm-hmm.
I believe can survive another round. So, but you're not missing hit points, so that would be a waste.
You probably are.
Yeah, but I need to target somebody with my spell for that to have the reaction. Yes, exactly. So
I am missing hit points.
Yes.
So. And I'm right above you, so I can hit Garrett.
Yes. So keeping without, I'm gonna stand up. So that's half of my movement, and then I'm gonna flank with Kippis. So here goes advantage, and then bonus action, second level spell, healing worth. So you hear, it's not a healing word this time. You hear the noise of the waves coming to your aid, and you heal 6. Sorry. And with that,
that's good.
Could you please make a weapon attack with advantage?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, back. Really.
So that is my bonus action.
Fantastic.
So I've got my trident in one hand, but I've got the long sword in the other. So, yeah. So the long sword's just going to come up and like slash across Mr. Garen's back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I get advantage. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That was worse.
Shame. Well.
Can I?
Does anybody has inspiration or something?
No. We do, but
yes.
Can I get advantage again?
Can somebody else give it to you? Did we decide that was a possibility?
If you're attacking again, we are currently flanking, aren't we? If you attack again.
Yeah, no, I've used the advantage of the flanking, and I've not. I'm just wondering if I can.
Well, because you only get the one attack because it's with your reaction. Hang on, I'm just looking for it. Wild magic. You could. I think you can use your tie to chaos. Manipulate chance.
Okay, because it's you can gain advantage on one attack roll. So I don't know if it's.
I want to roll on the table, so I'm just going to say yes to it.
Okay.
Love it.
I better hit.
Do it.
Come on. Oh, this is so rude. It's a 40, 11, a 10, and a 14.
What's your bonus?
Do we still have that inspiration? The D6 from last time?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Finish him.
Otherwise, it's
So 14 is not going to hit. You're going
all the resources.
Okay, a 19. Is that going to hit?
That will hit.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
And also,
it's not that much damage, but in fact, it's nothing. It's 5 damage. But oops.
Let's see what you
get. A tide of chaos.
D20.
I've drawn on that. And it's such a luck. That's a 5.
5. Something else. Right. Could you roll me another D20?
Okay. Oh no. Yeah, got to that's a 7.
7.
It's not going to turn into anything.
No, you cast fog cloud centered on yourself. So this fog just starts permeating from your person and just
dear.
Oh dear.
Covers everything. As a legendary action at the end of your turn,
yes.
No, actually, I'm gonna keep hold of that. Is that everything on your turn?
Yeah, that is.
No, but it's my turn.
That was a reaction. It's Lorana's turn.
Yeah.
So the place is highly obscure, right?
Yes.
Now
so he cannot see me. No. So they cannot make opportunity attacks.
Why?
Lorana is gonna run the shit out of
Flee. Perfect.
You were prone, so you'd have to kind of get up. But
no, he already got it. They already got up.
Yes.
And you Scarpa.
Nice.
So Yes. So I still have my action because I was going to use my action to disengage. Great. That means that I will Eldritch Blast someone.
Yes.
The one that is in front of Lynn.
Yeah, that's the only one that's not in the fog cloud.
Yes.
So,
Sweet.
So I have 2 shots.
Mhm.
So first one is a 17
hits, roll your damage.
for 6 points of force.
Okay. Still standing.
Second one, nice. 21
21 hits, roll your damage.
for oh no good, 3 damage.
Okay. It's still standing, but
Damn it.
Well, you know, every little's helping. Is that everything on your turn? Okay. At the end of your turn, I'm still not going to use the legendary action. So, it is Tetch's turn. Tetch, there's a lot of people engaged with them at the moment, so I'm not going to use the. Okay, Tetch is going to drop Cool Lightning, and is going to use Gust of Wind to disperse the fog cloud.
Effective. A little harsh, but effective.
I mean, you can't see. He's just kind of reacting to the battle and thinks, right, no one can see anything. I'm going to get rid of the fog cloud.
Deal with it. Yes, no, gotcha.
Forgetting that that's also kind of a help.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
But that is his turn because he's cast a spell. So, yeah. Please, Ashira, it's your turn next. Feel free to nudge him in.
Okay. So, did Lola or did Kithis take out the one that I have a hunter's mark on? Is that one gone?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm moving that hunter's mark over to Garen.
To Garen.
So
Okay.
that is my bonus action.
Mhm.
And then boom.
Cool. Roll your attacks.
That is a dirty filthy 20.
That will hit. Roll your damage.
Nice.
That is 6 damage plus 4, so 10 damage total.
Nice.
And boom again.
Please do.
15.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Inspiration?
Do I still? I can't remember if I used it last time or not. I don't think so.
You got a D8.
You got a D8 because of your yeah, because of this.
For this.
Pop it on.
Break, yeah.
Okay, that makes it a 20.
Yeah, there we go.
And that is 14 damage plus. Where's my D6? Give me something good. Just a 1. So 15 total.
Oh well.
Nice. It's all helping. Fab. Any bonus action was moving your hunter's mark action movement. You all done? Nice and quick. Kithis, it's your turn. Your fog cloud seems to have dispersed almost as quickly as it emerged.
Okay. Sorry. I'm like, wait, turns? Yes. Okay. Yes. That's fine. So I can still see Garen again. So I think I will do. I will kind of use that energy again to attack. 15 to hit.
Garen does not hit.
Yeah. Sorry?
Doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
Not with a 15.
Denied.
I'll use my last fighting spirit. Why not?
Okay.
Do it.
Use up my bonus action.
Cool.
Like. Oh, what rudeness? No.
Nothing.
Don't hit.
Okay.
Aww.
I think I was distracted by the fact that like fog just started pouring out of me just a second ago.
That would make sense.
That's everything on your turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. It is now the creature's turns. Ed, are you missing hit points?
Nope.
Is the disadvantage still there? What was it that was giving disadvantage?
They were frightened.
Yeah. So should that have been like a save to
It's at
last turn?
At the end of my turn, yes.
Okay. That was a crit.
Oh.
So they didn't have advantage, but got a crit on the attack.
Fine.
So that is 10 halved for you to 5, halved to you to 2 each.
Brilliant.
That's the slowed one, so it only gets the one attack.
Awesome.
Giran is going to attack. Now, Lorana got the heck out of dodge, so I think Giran is going to go for Kithis. So this is going to be one with the nasty looking trident, which is a 1. So misses you entirely. Oh, you're missing hit points, aren't you?
I am. Only 4, but I am.
Yeah.
With advantage, that is a much heftier.
Wait, how does it work with, like, I've got temp HP, which takes me above my max.
Mm-hmm. It's only if you're below your max. So if you've still got 10 HP.
Okay, so basically it's just because as it's reading, I've got 55 hit points. My max is 54, so.
Oh, so in which case, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get the advantage. It doesn't get the advantage.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
So ignore the extra roll. That was only the 1. So completely missed you with the first attack, but then he's going to launch in with a bite.
I want that trident.
And that's a dirty 20. Does that hit you?
Oh, is it too late for me to shield? It's too late, isn't it?
No, you can use your action anytime.
Okay, I've just kind of, I've used my reaction now, so I'm literally just gonna throw up my yeah.
Didn't Lorana's thing make you use your reaction?
That was before my turn that just happened.
You're all good. Yeah, so you couldn't do it.
So I've now used my reaction.
Okay, cool.
So I've just shielded.
Nice.
And
absolutely.
That was an 11, so I'm good.
Yeah. So you take you don't take anything. Cool. At the end of that turn, does it have to be end of another creature's turn? Okay. No. Stagnatius, you're up.
Oh, right. I think I'm going to. I'm going to do something I think it's not going to work, but I can see more fish in that barrel over there, so I'm going to throw a fish at him. And if you could roll a dex save for me, please.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Pike to the face.
That's it. That's my motto.
This is such a fantastic image. Like barrels of fish.
Yeah. I have a +9, but I rolled a 1, and a 1 is a 1 is a 1. So you're slapping my big bad with fish.
Correct.
Yes.
That would be 18 points of fish damage, please, Sean.
Cool. To the face.
Instead of shark in a storm, it's just fish in a storm. So.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Garan kind of surveys the battlefield and decides that it ain't worth it, and is going to use a legendary action to pounce away from you all.
Ooh.
And doesn't trigger opportunity attacks, just pelts back down to the beach.
How far, Sean? What distance? Double dash?
Yes, it's it's up to its speed with this particular action, so it's going to be 40 feet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Back to the top of the round. Lean, you are up, and one of the enemies has evacuated. Just the one that you're fighting left.
Right. Yeah, so the only thing that's going to happen is Lean's going to keep on attacking, which will be 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm. With advantage because of...
Oh, that's a 9.
With advantage because of the
yes, of course.
familiar.
That's better. Yeah, familiar. That's still there. So that is. Oh, that's nice. That's 10 damage from the thing, and because of sneak attack, the second attack is 17, which I believe works. So then another 9 damage, and that's only, and so 9 damage in total.
Okay. Tell me how you do this.
Yes. So it will be. I'm going to do that. I think it will be a case of because the weresharks sort of attack by slashing, right? Is that the general?
Yeah, it's kind of like slashing with the claws and then hiking in.
So the idea is that when one of those slashes comes in, Lean will duck in underneath and then drive the dagger straight up, so it goes through the fleshy bottom bit, through the teeth and into the brain.
Amazing. Cool. You survey around you and you notice that, Lean will possibly not notice. Everyone else is going to kind of see that you seem, for the moment, to be out of danger.
So Lorana is been keeping an eye on Lean because the stagnation said so, and I trust blindly Stag. So Lorana has sort of been holding the action on casting detect thoughts with the crown. So I'm gonna try to get in.
Ooh, okay.
What's the save?
It's a wisdom 14. But I mean, so first of all, it's just the surface thoughts. What is Lean thinking?
To be honest, kill. That's all that's really happening.
So Lorana is being in a lot of fights of pirates, so they know that this is not good. This is not violence. This is something else.
Yeah.
Now, could you please make me a wisdom saving throw? 14.
Yes. My thing's chosen this moment to decide to not to show me what I can. I've definitely failed.
So as I dive into your mind deeper and deeper, what do I see?
Oh my god. The image, the one that you see at the core is a tiny little child with a teddy bear in its hand, looking up and going, "What have you done to my mummy?" And that's the basis of all of this. That's the basis, because that was the first loose end that had to be tied up, which basically tipped Lindquist over into having to kill everything.
If I may, just to spice this up, so I'm in your mind, but you haven't seen Lorana. So Lorana is gonna disguise self as this woman, and is gonna tap you on the shoulder and say that we all make mistakes and we cannot change that, but it's up to us what we do forward. And I'm not asking you to change your life, but if you can help someone, for me that would be enough. And then I will drop detect thoughts.
Lean just breaks down crying and just collapses. You've just released years of pent-up energy and agony and frustration. And so Lean is now, Lean is not going to be any use to anyone for probably quite a long time, but you have just, you've taken the cork out of the bottle. Like everything is just spilling out. That's amazing. It's amazing.
I see what Lorana sees, Lean on the floor, and I think just, then again, one hand on the shoulders, and then I look at the other saying like, I think we're okay.
Amazing.
Lovely. So you survey the scene around you, the kind of carnage that's happened just in this moment, but you can see that the clouds above are dissipating, are roiling away, and people are slowly starting to kind of peek out around the various upturned market stalls and coming out of the town hall. You're not sure who starts it, but you suddenly are just aware of everybody around you applauding and cheering as you have successfully saved the town.
Oh, that's amazing.
We did it,
Yeah.
The bad guy got away. Why are we clapping?
I'm just going to clasp a share around the shoulder. When things like this happen, when we're gifted with such things, we don't ask these questions. Now, is there a margarita going around anywhere?
Excellent.
I think Kithis will just whisper to Ashira, but don't worry, we'll find him later.
Good. I'm not letting him get away.
I will follow you if you are up to them.
Howling Hades it is.
Room for one more? I could follow you in the trusty merchant. Keep an eye on you.
I like the sound of that.
Lean, there's a...
But
sorry, Kithis.
No.
I was just going to say, there's a space on my ship for a bodyguard, and Kithis, you're smashing tricks. I need to study you a little bit more, I think. I think I may have been wrong before when I made my hypothesis about what you could possibly be and what is happening to you. I don't like admitting that I'm wrong, but if I could just have a bit of time with you to just inspect you, that would be marvelous. That would be tremendous for me.
Well, if you could do anything for my memory as well, like I'd be happy to stick around once we've got our mark. But first, before we head off anywhere, I quite would like to ensure that we finish off getting paid.
Yeah. Of course. Yes. I do know a modify memory spell exists. I could modify your memory, but I'm sure we could do something to the spell to turn it around into something more acceptable for you.
Well, I'm just getting to grips with this magic stuff. Like,
what about therapy?
Don't.
No.
I think you have to know or be able to access the memories to try and therapize or whatever. But yeah, maybe
we can work on that. So I think it's decided.
Yeah.
You are hunting down a wereshark.
Mm-hmm.
Or as many as there is.
Does anyone have any closing statements before they go, or are you all kind of happy for me to wrap up? So this moment lasts for a while, and the mayor comes over and doubles your payment just out of sheer relief for for saving the town in its hour of need, and you know even Tetch is kind of welcomed as kind of having taken part, and we kind of the camera pans out, and we leave the cheering and the adulation of the town square as we just kind of pan slightly over to the Shrine of Lathander, where a priest who had sequestered himself away appears to have broken free and escaped into the sea with his wereshark brethren. That is a tale for another day. So
one but two.
Him down.
Thank you everyone for coming along for the thrilling conclusion of tonight's show and the whole campaign. If you enjoyed this, we won't be playing again because, as I said, this was the finale. But there will be another game on next Tuesday. I believe it is a one-shot run by Tom, but check out the socials for that. I might be completely wrong. It might be something else, but I think that's what I've been told.
Tom, you're doing a one-shot.
There you go.
Pull your bootstraps up. Come on.
Yeah.
And that will be from 6 p.m. BST. Other time zones are available. You can also catch us on Mondays for Wreckage of Myth Draenor, which is also from 6 p.m. GMT. BST, they're the same thing in my head. And you can also join us on Friday, again from 6 p.m. BST. For Talking is a Free Action, or for it's probably actually be for this, won't it? Talk Together.
Yes, very likely.
Yeah. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. There are also podcast versions of all of our shows, and I apologize that I never tell you what's going on. You just have to watch it, I guess. But if that's not your bag, then they are available everywhere. Just search for Roll Together RPG. A massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. There will be a link in chat now. Please do join them. Every penny helps us make all of the fantastic content that we do. A big thanks again to our sponsors and supporters. You're all amazing and we love you. And don't forget, we are all over very much the social medias as Roll Together RPG. Thank you for watching, and for now, we will bid you farewell.
Bye.
Bye.